What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox. If that's something that you're interested in, well, this is the place to be. Okay, so top of the morning. Hopefully you guys are great. I have my coffee ready to go, and yeah, Starfield reviews are going live in just a little bit here at 11. So there's a lot of influencers right now that is going to be showing off the first hour of the game, talking about the first hour of the game. Metacritic reviews are going to go live. So interesting to see how this game is going to score for Microsoft, because after the whole Redfall situation, yeah, Microsoft definitely needs a big W in a very special way. Shouts to you guys coming in here. Vital Drip. Also, we're going to talk about a new PS5 state of play. I actually saw something about this before, and I was kind of, reserving my opinion on it because I wanted to see from somebody else that's in the know to come out and say something. But hey, here we are. We're going to talk about this PS5 state of play. Now, I know that a lot of you guys don't care for a state of play, and you guys want Sony to do a PS5 showcase. And after the whole PlayStation Plus price hike yesterday, still can't believe that they're actually going up on the price of PlayStation Plus. Like, I know some people are like, man, is Sony losing it? Like, what's actually happening here? And the only thing that we heard from Sony officially was that, well, yeah, we're going to continue to work hard and add more value. So literally right now, no reason, there's no, concrete evidence on what the sole reason is. Like, what are we going to get that's different? So I know, man, a lot of people are very upset, rightfully so, man. I mean, $160 a year you're going to be paying really soon for PlayStation Plus Premium. And yeah, extra is definitely the sweet spot, but even extra is going up, and everything across the board is going to be up 35%, which is literally insane at this point. So I'm telling you guys, these subscription services are not cheap. They're not getting any cheaper. They're going to go up. And so as the prices rises, we expect incredible value for our money. And so that's kind of like why a lot of PlayStation fans are upset right now. So hopefully, man, Sony has a lot of work to do when it comes to PlayStation Plus. And, obviously a lot of people have been saying, well, they need to do day and date. That's not going to happen. So just get that out of your head. I don't even know what it's going to take to push Sony over the edge for them to do day and date, but it's not going to work out. So it has to be something else. Like I said before, game trials, I feel like needs to be improved. The cloud saves situation, people were bringing up stuff like that. Not only that, also, but the retro stuff. PS3 games, you can't even download PS3 games. You can only stream PS3, games. There's, catalogs of PS1, PS2, and PS3 games, and even PS4 stuff that people generally really want. And, so even though we know Sony have a specific studio to cover that, reservations and stuff like that, like in terms of these older titles. And yeah, apparently they're still working on it after all this time. So we'll see what actually barrels down. But Starfield, I'm telling you, man, the reviews are about to go live in about another 14 minutes. 14 minutes, top of the hour. Okay. So I'm telling you guys, man, I'm really hoping that Starfield can really check all the boxes for Microsoft right now, because they need this W. So come on, let's put some positive energy on Starfield right now. What happened to my Stream Deck? My Stream Deck ain't even working right now. No, I need you to work, brother. This is Hype Fridays. I need you to work. My stream deck ain't even working, bruh. Come on, man. I should be laughing at myself right now. Listen, Rig. Hey, Rig, I need you to start working, G. I need you to start. Yo, Rig over there. Yo, that's what I call my computer, Rig. Rig over there sleeping. I'm gonna need for you to wake up, dog. It ain't time to sleep right now, Rig. It's time to wake. Hey, wake up, dog. Wake up. Come on, man. This man over here fraudulent, bro. Over here sleeping, dog. It ain't time to sleep, dog. It's time for that Starfield, baby. Let's go. Let's go, man. Yeah. Man. So. Oh, it's Thursday. Oh, man. My apologies. My apologies. I'm sorry. It's Hype Thursdays. I'm sorry. I got my dates mixed up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Make sure y'all like the stream, share the stream. Yo, I'm sorry. I don't know why. Wait. Is it Thursday? Why does today feel like a bro? Why does Thursday feel like Friday? Why am I trying to rush the date? Marlon, stop rushing the date, Marlon. Stop doing that. Man, I'm thinking today was Friday. Oh, my God. Bro, I was willing to bet and lose that today was Friday. It feels like a Friday. What's wrong with me? I'm having my dates, man. That's when you're getting old, man. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? So what do you guys' predictions are? What are y'all last live predictions? What are y'all predictions on Starfield, man? I'm nervous right now for Microsoft. Like, listen, the amount of hype behind this game. Oh my God. The amount of hype. I need to see everybody's score right now for Starfield. Right now. Get on the hype train right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we got George Watts, 85. Akeem, 88. 90. 79 from AD. Scott Free, 85 to 95. Isaiah, 97. Yo, one hitter, 60. Let's see here. Nola says 85 to 90. Akeem says 88. Sound, what's up? Sound Turnip says 97. Wow, raising the bar. Raising the bar. Kevin, what's up, man? Let's get it popping. Andre B says 89. Yo. Lucian says 75. What? 79. So I'm seeing a mixture of a lot of 80s and 90s. So that's a good thing. Vinny says 91. Les Moose says 85. All right. Donnie says 88. All right. Anonymous Boss. What's up, boss? What's popping? Let's go. The homie Vital Drip says 95. Yo, Vital Drip is going high right now. He's going high. It's going high. Let's see what we got. Perez says 97 would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy, bro. I don't know. I'm still leaning on 90. I'm still leaning in the 90s somewhere. You know what I mean? That's kind of like where my mindset is. This is, I got the premium upgrade last night. Let's go. You on the hype train? You on the hype train? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You on the hype train? Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Man, 96. Negative 78 out of 100. Haters 75 are really clown. Phil Skip, what's up? 90. 89 from Lucci Sky. Easy 85. What's up, Lucci? What's up? Hype train, baby. Let's go. Hype train. Let's see here. 50 not interested in Starfield. Paid PR. Score fake. W's, Marlon. Oh, man, Richard. You about to start something. Hondo, my man, with the 88 to 91. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Hey, man. God bless you guys, man. Review scores not been given to non-biased reviewers. Not biased reviews. It says so the score will be high, even though. Oh, okay, went away. Yeah, he's stirring the pot. He's stirring the pot right now. He's stirring the pot. Yo, get on that Starfield train, baby. Come on, all aboard, all aboard. We're taking passengers right now. Come on, let's get it. Yo. See Hendo. Let's go, man. Shout out to the homie. That's the family right there. Let's get it popping. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Early morning. My boy over here stirring the pot. He's stirring the pot this morning, man. He trying to get the Xbox real mad right now. Like, come on, man. Hype train, baby. Hype train. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Early morning coffee and everything. He says, what if it gets 10 out of 10? I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly would not be surprised. You know what I'm saying? I would not be surprised. We're so close. We are literally at this moment, what, 8 more minutes? We're 8 more minutes away. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We're 8 minutes away. Y'all better wake up, grab yourself some coffee, and let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go with them predictions. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Hey, boss, there you go, man. You just gotta block all that stuff out. You just gotta block all that stuff out and just stay focused. Just stay focused, man. Just stay focused. It said, yes, it's crazy. Offered a video. It's crazy. Offer a video game. This is what is was the old school of this. Yeah. Omar, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? Great to see you in here, man. Blessings. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. We're waiting on them Starfield reviews to go live. Let's go. Yeah, Starfield. The hype level for Starfield. Hey, all aboard the spaceship right now. All aboard. Everybody get on board. Get on board. We're about to visit 1,000 planets today. Come on, guys. All right, no charge. All right, no charge to get on the space shuttle. No charge to get on the space shuttle right now. We're gonna visit 1,000 planets. All right, and when the reviews go live, we're gonna look up to the sky and we're gonna see what it is. All right, but we're gonna be long gone visiting 1,000 freaking planets. All right, so all aboard the space train. All aboard the space shuttle right now for Starfield. Let's get it popping, son. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Gasket. What's up, Gasket? Let's go, man. All aboard the space shuttle, the Starfield space shuttle. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. We here. All right. Is it Marlon? Did you see Spider-Man 2 PS5 cover is up on Amazon, but not available right now? Oh, that's good. That's good. But hey, Scorpion 360, what's up, man? But hey, you gotta be quick, bro. You gotta be quick. Hey, there we go. Hey, there you go, man. God is good, bro. Boss man with the $10 says, have a blessed day. Yo, God bless, bro. First with the super chat, blessing the show on the last day of August. Let's go, man. Blessings. Let's go, man. Let's go. Says can't play until 8 p.m. And oh, that's when it's actually lifted. That's when it's actually unlocked. Wow. Okay. Oh, we in this then. Ariel, what's up? How you doing? Yo, shout outs to the man, boss man. Shout outs to boss man. We got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to go. Yeah. It unlocks at 8. Ooh, man, it's about to be great. It's about to go down. Says Marlon. It says Marlon, I'm just the truth. He says, how can fanboys give high score when you haven't seen anything on the game? You don't even know what you have to do, like what Xbox said about No Man's Sky. Hey, man, you know how it is, bro. Oh shoot. Oh wait, we got to pull this up. Oh boy, we got 4 4 more minutes. We got to do this, guys. We got to do this right now. We got to do this right now. Hit that like button. Oh, something from Bethesda. Oh, boy. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. Oh, something from Bethesda. Hold up. Wait, Nintendo doing another Switch? Come on, Nintendo. Come on. A Mario Red. Yo, Nintendo straight making that money, bro. Nintendo straight making that money, bro. Look at this. Look at Nintendo. Look at this. Come on, Nintendo. A Mario Red OLED Switch. Look at this. Would you look at this, man? They stay making that money, bruh. They stay making that paper. Oh my God, a red Nintendo, a red Switch, bro. A red Switch. They just tweeted this out an hour ago. A red Mario Switch, a red OLED Mario Switch. Craziness right now. Crazy. So let's see what they're saying here, man. This is so this is from, oh boy, this is from Bethesda right here. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom out. The review's about to go live, Marlon. You need to hurry up, Marlon. You need to hurry up, Marlon. You need to hurry up, Marlon. All right. Yeah. We know we need to hurry. Yeah. All right, so this is from Bethesda right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it popping. It said, to all of you who have supported us over the many years and games, a heartfelt thank you for all of your passion and energy for Starfield. We would not have gotten to this moment without it. Yes, sir. It seems like forever ago that we first started talking about making a grand space RPG. It never seemed feasible, and we had been lucky enough to create games we and all of you fortunately love in the Elder Scrolls and Fallout series. Yet we couldn't shake the idea of exploring the galaxy in ways that only video games could do. So that's interesting right there, man. I'm telling you, they're trying to go leaps and bounds ahead. And so we took the leap to create not just our first new IP in over 25 years, but our most ambitious. Woo! That word ambitious, man, it goes a far way, All right, it says all of us here at Bethesda poured ourselves into this game. Okay, wow, that's very important, guys. And through the ups and the downs of development, you kept us going. Your messages of encouragement or stories of how our games affected you kept reminding us how important it is. That's special to highlight, guys. Thank you for making video games the best community and entertainment form in the world. Thank you for allowing us to chase our dreams and create them. Creating Starfield has been one of the most challenging and thrilling experiences of our careers. Wow. I mean, so it seemed like Starfield is really pushing the envelope, all right, for them. A journey we'll never forget. And as we come to the end of this chapter, we pass it along to you where the real journey can now begin. Yours. We hope it's as rewarding as ours. We can't wait for you to play. All our best, Bethesda Game Studios. Okay. All right. So here we go. We still waiting though. We still waiting right now. We waiting. Hey. We waiting now. Oh boy. We waiting. It's time. Oh my God. Metacritic is crashing right now. It's not even refreshing right now. Oh man. Oh man. We still waiting right now. Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Hold up. Yo, Metacritic is down, bro. Metacritic is like moving slow because you know why? Everybody is on there. So let me check OpenCritic. Hold on. Let me check OpenCritic real quick. Oh, snap. Hold on. I got you guys. Let's go, Marlon. Stop slowing. Oh, here we go. Oh my God. It is. Here it is. Oh my God. Woo, 10 out of 10. What? What? 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 9.4 out of 10. This is some good scores for Microsoft. This is some good scores for Microsoft. 9 out of 10. Wow. 100 out of 100. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. What? What? Yo. These are some good scores. Oh my God. Look at these scores, man. Oh my God. Look at these. Yo, 7 out of 10. Starfield can be described as a mixed bag experience that combines great features from excellent side missions designs with amazingly world building potential and an engaging story with suspense elements to offer. Woo, ouch. 7 out of 10. Sector says 9.5 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Okay, 9 out of 10. These are some solid scores, guys. I mean, 9.5, 9 Xbox era, 9.7, 5 out of 5. Wow. These are some pretty decent scores. These are some pretty decent scores so far. So, not bad, not bad, not bad. Now, I know a lot of reviewers don't have their reviews ready just yet. So that's also an issue. But man, those Open Critic scores are not bad, guys. What do y'all think? It's not bad. Not bad. Not bad for Microsoft. Yo, Metacritic is, I don't know what's going on with Metacritic right now. They taking their little precious time to load up, but yeah. God. Ooh, boy. Now, I know some of y'all saying some of them websites are biased, so yeah. We waiting on Metacritic right now, but OpenCritic, obviously, they fired up, ready to go. Oh, we got 44 reviews now. Now we got even more. Okay, let's go. Let's see. It went from 14 to 44, so we got more reviews pouring in. So this was the last one that we had from Andrew Thornton. All right, now VGC. What? VGC, what? Oh, wow. Starfield is the ultimate Bethesda game. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at this. There are a few games as overwhelming as this. Starfield feels like that moment when you first emerge from the Vault 101 in Fallout 3. Wow, this is crazy. 100+ hours with the game. Man. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Yo, I can't lie. That looks pretty good, man. Now, I don't know what's going on here. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. Yeah. Yo, 5 out of, bro. Let's keep going. Come on. What's going on with Metacritic right now? Hold on, we're gonna get back to, oh, 88. What? That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. 88, guys. 88. 88. What do y'all think? Wow. 88. Yo, that is good. That is really good. 88. What do y'all think? That's not bad. 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 88, guys. 88. That's good. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. Let's go. Let's go. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. 88. Let me refresh. Let me refresh. 88 is what we're sitting on the barrel of right now. That's not bad. That is definitely not bad at all. IGN Brazil, 95. Ah, man, 85, 70, PC Mag 70. Wow, Starfield is a massive space-based RPG with a galaxy of content to explore, but it has a surprising lack of ambition. Ouch. Oh, okay, okay. We didn't get any critic reviews yet, but I'm pretty sure they're just updating it right now. So this is all we have right now. It's not updated yet, but man, 88 guys, 88. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Holy freaking cow, 88. All right, open critic. Let's keep going. Tom's Guide, a 4 out of 5. Okay, we got a 9 out of 10. That's what I'm saying. It's buy. It's a buy. Oh, wow. It's a buy. He said it's a buy. Chris Garcia, one more game, said it's a buy. 9.5 out of 10. That's what I'm saying. These are solid scores. 9.7, 5, 8 out of 10, 9.7. Let's see here. A minus. Those are some solid scores, man. 4.5 out of 5, 9 out of 10. Okay, let's keep going. 8 out of 10, 8.5, 9.7, 8 out of 10, A minus, 9 out of 10. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. 100 out of 100. Oh, these are not bad scores, guys. These are not bad scores at all, man. This is good. This might change from 88. I know it probably is going to go up. It's going to go down. I don't know. You know how Metacritic goes, but man, this is solid for Microsoft so far. I need to see some actual gameplay though. Starfield on the Series X. Okay. So while the majority of our 100 hours with the game have been on the PC version, which runs, see, this is what I said. This is the thing. Like, we already know that the PC version is superior, right? So again, the Series X version is kind of like where we want to be at. But let's get to the meat and potatoes. So the downsides of the Series X version were previously known, namely at 30 FPS visuals, but sadly that's not where the shortcomings end. During our time with the game, the console version was significantly buggier. Oh my god. Oh, come on, Matt Booty. You said this was going to be the least buggy Bethesda game. Oh, here we go. The console version was significantly buggier than our PC journey, and the load times were sometimes very long. Oh, come on, man. Here we go. He said the whole Starfield experience is here, and you'll still have a wonderful time playing it on Xbox, but it's worth noting these downsides if you have the option of playing the game on a powerful PC instead. See? This is freaking crazy. On a powerful PC, it said. Not everybody can afford a PC though, but the bugs and the load times could be improved in the future, but 30 FPS visuals are a less concern. Bro. Ah, man. Wow, man. This is crazy, man. Let's see what some of y'all. Mr. Nick says, Marlon, the PC version now has a 91 on Metacritic. Wow, really? The same score as Halo Infinite. Yo, I'm telling you, I knew it. So the console version is obviously buggier according to VGC than let me see, on PC. Hold on, let me see. PC. All right, let's see, refresh. Come on, give me a score. Nothing yet on PC. Nothing yet. Man, Metacritic is moving slow, bro. Everybody is on Metacritic. That's why. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at their review of Starfield and hear what they have to say, because they're saying that the Series X, but let me stop the music real quick. They're saying that the Series X version is buggy and the load times. Oh, man, that is sad, bro. The velocity architecture we were hoping that would just take place here, but let's watch.
Few games as overwhelming as Starfield. At times, Starfield feels like the moment when you first emerged from Vault 101 and Fallout 3 expanded across an entire game. The sense of wonder, adventure, and possibility is an intoxicating trick that never wore off during our time with the game. It's easily Bethesda's most accomplished game, and while nothing it does is revolutionary to the genre, and there's a fair amount of understandable copy and paste throughout the universe, it's an adventure that we thought about from the moment we woke up.
Wait, he said copy and paste? He said copy and paste. Oh, man. Well, I don't know why we're acting surprised like that's anything new. Copy and paste, considering that, you know, the game's been heavily criticized as a No Man's Sky clone.
Until we went to sleep, but it then invaded our dreams. You begin Starfield as a random Johnny Everyman miner on a remote planet working for a faceless corporation. You're tasked with unearthing a strange artifact that's been found on the planet. After touching the artifact, you experience a weird sensation like being one with the cosmos. Following this, you're approached by Constellation, a group that's dedicated to exploring the wider galaxy and discovering the secrets of these mysterious artifacts. It's here that the game basically turns to you and says, go. The whole universe is virtually unrestricted, aside from a few systems that will require a more powerful ship towards the end of the game. Outside of that, whatever you want to do or not do is entirely up to you. The game's main quest, which surrounds Constellation and these strange artifacts, is actually somewhat shorter than we expected, but it's very clearly designed to be augmented by the several long faction-related quest lines, the mountain of side quests, and the ultimate quest to just explore. You can land on pretty much any planet, and it's impossible not to bring to mind No Man's Sky when you first arrive on the surface. Although crucially, landing on a planet itself is an animation and not player controlled, and there's also certain restrictions in terms of how much of a planet you can actually walk around. There's a huge amount of flora and fauna, and so many creatures that you're unlikely to see the same type of creature repeated, whether that be a giant hummingbird or a baby scorpion with 5,000 legs.
Did y'all hear that?
These planets rarely have all that much to actually do on them, save for scanning the environment and collecting resources. But there's been just enough times where we've landed on a planet and found an interesting side mission or something we didn't expect that we're tempted to land on all of them. Thankfully, the game's quite good about telling you whether or not a planet is worth landing on from space. Starfield's missions are largely what you'd expect from a Bethesda game. It's a lot of going to X place to recover X item and to shoot everything in your way. There are the tropes you'd expect of certain characters being able to be persuaded to step aside rather than shot to pieces or threatened or something similar, but the actual role-playing isn't especially deep. There's no karma system, rather you'll be judged by your companions, who'll also pop into conversations and can even unlock new conversational options depending on who you bring along with you. Starfield is very keen to give you as many companions as it can right off the bat, allowing you to build a huge crew for your ship. We got strong Mass Effect vibes every time we walked around the ship's cabin. While you'll eventually hear the same repeated dialogue when you land or when you take off from a planet, it made us want to take every single character to each of the conversations just to see what they would say. Speaking of conversations, Bethesda has made some changes to the dialogue system that are somewhat hit and miss. Skill checks for conversations are no longer just a raw number. Instead, there's a mini game wherein you're given a set number of opportunities to pick the right tone of response based on how the conversation has been going so far. So for example, if earlier in the conversation it seems like the person you're trying to get information out of is a bit of a coward, you can choose to threaten them, which can resolve the skill check. While we like this in most instances, there were a few times where none of the options seemed all that applicable, or the reason that the options we picked failed didn't seem entirely clear. It's certainly better than the raw number requirement of older BGS titles, but it lacks some of the conversational flair of something like a Baldur's Gate 3. Starfield is easily Bethesda Game Studio's strongest game from a combat perspective. Without the crutch of VATS from the Fallout games, gunplay was going to have to deliver, and it certainly does on PC. On Xbox, it's a bit of a tougher adjustment, and there's some imprecision that's sadly ingrained to the 30 FPS that can be avoided.
Oh no.
There's a huge variety of weapons, and the options for customizing them further are staggering.
Oh no. You heard what he said?
VATS from the Fallout games, gunplay was going to some of the conversational flair of something like a Baldur's Gate 3. Starfield is easily Bethesda Game Studio's strongest game from a combat perspective. Without the crutch of VATS from the Fallout games, gunplay was going to have to deliver, and it certainly does on PC. On Xbox, it's a bit of a tougher adjustment, and there's some imprecision that's sadly ingrained to the 30 FPS that can be avoided.
Oh no.
There's a huge variety of weapons, and the options for customizing them further are staggering. Perhaps the most surprising element of our time with Starfield was just how few bugs we encountered. At one point, a character turned to talk to us and his entire lower half was gone, leaving just a floating head and floating arms. However, the quest didn't break, and it wasn't a big issue.
Huh?
It did strike us.
What the? Wait, what? Is that a bug? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Hold up. Go back. Hold up.
Are staggering. Perhaps the most surprising element of our time with Starfield was just how few bugs we encountered. At one point, a character turned to talk to us and his entire lower half was gone, leaving just a floating head and floating arms. However, the quest didn't break and it wasn't a big issue. It did strike us that after 40-ish hours on PC, this was the first real bug we encountered, and it was a minor one at that. One element of Starfield that we feel could be somewhat smoother is moving from system to system. While the game is much more forgiving in terms of where you can fast travel from, there are occasionally annoying moments wherein you attempt to fly to a far off system only to be told you don't have enough fuel. However, you do have enough to travel to each system on the way to that system. That doesn't really add immersion, it just adds loading screens. The next section will reflect our time with Starfield on Xbox Series X, and while the majority of the 80 hours of the game we've played so far were on the PC version, which runs impeccably, the Xbox Series X version doesn't fare quite so well.
Wow,
the downside to the Series X version were previously known, namely the 30 FPS, but sadly that's not where the shortcomings end. During our time with the game, the console version was significantly buggier than our PC journey, and load times were so long to the point where we wondered if the game had crashed several times. The whole Starfield experience is here, and you'll still have a wonderful time playing it, but it's disheartening to see just how far behind it feels from the PC version, especially as a flagship Xbox release. Things like bugs and loading times could theoretically be improved in the future, but often the not so rock solid 30 FPS and the inconsistent image quality were a disappointment. Starfield is an excellent game and a strong Game of the Year contender. It manages to, at the same time, refine the Bethesda formula while introducing an untold number of new mechanics and systems that many players will never interact with. Strangely, there's almost not enough handholding for most of it, as there's so much not spelled out to players that many will finish the main quest without seeing several of the large factions. The main narrative features genuine wow moments, even if some of the questions it asks aren't resolved in a hugely satisfying way. Combat has never felt better in a Bethesda game, and the changes to the Bethesda staples such as speech checks and the way companions works are mostly very welcome. We have played a ridiculous amount of this game, and we feel like we're only just starting to scratch the surface now that the main quest is over and the unique New Game Plus options have opened to us. Starfield is undoubtedly a game that players will explore for years. It's content rich in a way that modern games rarely are, but it's exactly the experience that those people who have been buying 10 different versions of Skyrim for a decade have wanted. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, and it might not win over any Bethesda detractors, but almost everything it does so well that it's a truly engrossing experience. We give Starfield 5 out of 5.
Man, wow. Yeah, you know, like I said, man. Man, what he said about the Series X version, the long load times, guys. Oh man, bro, that's not good. I mean, you would think like on the Series X, on these newer gen console, the load times will be significantly better, but he said like the loading times on the Series X is so freaking long. But I mean, for those issues and stuff, he still gave it a 5 out of 5, which, I mean, there's bugs, there's glitches in the game, but the core mechanics of the game, I guess he said it was good, and the story was decent. But the Series X, like image quality and how the actual game runs, like, wow, man, I knew it. I just had a feeling, bro. Like, but this is where you need FSR, bro. You need FSR to really kind of take charge because, wow, man, wow. Not making excuses, this game was made to be more of a PC exclusive game. It will be fixed on Xbox. Yeah, maybe that's why they, you know, they had that 15 gigabyte update and stuff like that. Like maybe that's why, you know. I mean, I don't know, but oh yeah, this is my dude right here. Oh, bye. Oh boy, Jeremy. Oh, we gotta watch Jeremy, bro. Oh yeah, this is the man right here. His reviews are so freaking good. So I want to hear what he has to say. ACG, yep. So we just looked at VGC. So I want to see what ACG have to say. Let's go.
Starfield is one of the buggiest space games I've ever.
Oh my God. Come on, man. He's starting out. This man is starting out saying the game is the buggiest game. Oh my God, have mercy. What did Matt Booty, so he can't listen to these execs, bro. What did Matt Booty said? Oh yeah, this is going to be the least buggy Bethesda game. This man started out the videos, out the gate, saying that this is buggy.
Starfield is one of the buggiest space games I've ever seen.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
there are bugs everywhere. Just look at them. Everywhere you go. And some are massive. Bugs. Lots and lots of bugs. Starfield also has a ton of issues. With religion and spacefaring humans on the brink of starvation, out on the edges of some far-flung solar system that should have just been called Nope for all the good in the future that it promised to give you. It's like everybody in the system said, I bet something bad happened over there.
Maybe he's
Let's go
just
there.
trolling.
Space travel's dangerous, and making a ramshackle home on the edge of a crater seems like doubling down on red simply because it hasn't come up in a bit. Starfield also has a bunch of problems that you solve by flying around in your space mystery van. Space gangs, pirates, interstellar thieves, missing people, and heartless criminal space organizations bent on ruling the world like a futuristic cobra. Starfield from Bethesda comes out very soon. Subscribe because you know you want to join me. The game opens up, well, it opens up sort of poorly, to be honest. A starting that has you as a miner hanging out with other dusters in the center of a rock somewhere, picking apart other rocks, teaching you the basic systems until something goes wrong. This is easily the slowest and long-tail way that I've ever seen a Bethesda game open. If I said it makes sense, would that explain it all? No, but that's all you're going to get due to spoilers. At first questionable and later answering questions, let's just say that Starfield's opening is more important than it lets on and less impactful than the game probably deserves.
Wow.
And with all Bethesda games, you deserve a good character creator, and you get one here, jumping in, choosing from backgrounds, most of which actually have narrative and many times gameplay impacts. Then you also align traits for your captain, picking a couple. So if you wanted to create a belter from the show The Expanse, you could choose Spaced, so your body is acclimatized for 0G, and Space Travel, as well as Wanted, which ups your damage when hurt and also has you consistently followed by trailing mercenaries coming for your head. Now, skills are unlocked as you level up, and many are also tied to challenges, meaning to raise a level in something, you may need to take down a particular number of enemy ships or scan a particular number of planets. It's not great shakes, but it works well to keep you engaged in some pieces of content so that you end up getting a new skill. And it also ties into the narrative there that the more you do, the more you know. Now, soon it has you blasting off, joining a small organization of other hunters seeking out mysterious signals in the known systems, flying around, taking out bad guys who were probably just there because of a Fiverr job where they were told to protect a mysterious out-of-the-way base. Major quests are given from the groups that you join as well as in the cities, main and small alike. Just depends on what you take on, what you explore, and the random generation that you get. Most quests also have a couple different ways to finish them or complete them, sometimes entirely narratively, or with theft or violence. Sweet, sweet violence. When you finally get that ship, you are off to the races. While a starter ship that isn't bad, it does let you jump from system to system, for instance, scan planets, solve mysteries, and further, you will want to end up finding another ship or just upgrading the one you have. Flying is as easy as searching out a star in a
Make sure y'all hit
galaxy
the
map
like button
and
for me.
setting a path to it. If it's too far for your engines, you may have to star hop from one to the other to the other. All stuff that we've seen in other space games. Planets, moons, stars, and then you can choose to scan them, finding out what minerals one or each of them may have, as well as deciding if you want to land either in designated spots or wherever else that there pretty much isn't water. But one of the biggest surprises here is that the combat is so worthwhile, you're probably going to want to experience it a lot. Regardless of the weapon or the enemy type, and it's not perfect, there's still a bit of a stick up their butt kind of main character animation we get from Bethesda, it's actually quick and tactile. The first time you power through a bunch of pissy Guardian robots all bent on seeing if they can assimilate you by disassembling you first is awesome. You can clamber up edges now, and it works very well, using different jump packs to get angles on enemies they don't expect, or watching them jet into the air above to do just the same to you. The combat feels very responsive, though it's not necessarily doom eternal. Every weapon and armor also has upgrade slots for mods, each one of them with their own name and their own requirements, meaning that you can make your own legendary drop, technically, if you want to ignore one of the ones you get. And the game does give you a lot of loot. It feels very good in its generation, but it lets you mold your own Merca Mayhem, regardless if you take the weapons that have already been created or randomly generated by the system, or ones that you mod and make yourself. Be aware, you can't command your AI party to pretty much do anything. They meander around well enough, though, shooting what they can and trying to get in deep when the enemies get thick. It works well for the most part, and even on the higher difficulty, they didn't die out like red shirts in a Star Trek episode. I really can't shout out the combat enough, especially in the confines of a space game, or even if you just go in with blades. It feels much better than something like No Man's Sky or others. Starfield shows that while it has discrete blocks of gameplay, which I'll talk about in a second, they didn't neglect this part, and it is for the game's benefit. Now, flying your ship is the same way. It's easy to use. There's systems within systems, choosing levels for your projectile lasers and other weapons against your shield, grav, jump ability, and engines, with each ship having its own power output depending on your reactor and the engine that you have installed, letting you balance in combat if you need with a button or a flick of the digital pad to choose which one. And when you dive in close, you can lock onto enemies to take out their engines, which lets you dock with them and board them. And it's always this dance to keep them alive and not dying, but also not able to kill you as you sneak up onto them and then dock. Then you work your way through the ship, taking each enemy out shot at a time. You can also register that vehicle as your own, which costs a percentage of the total worth to clear its history and make sure that it's no longer, regretfully, stolen or lodged as that. And that's one of the ways that they keep the overall economy in some kind of balance. And speaking of balance, at some point you're going to want to balance out your experience by building your own spaceship. It's time to build them space wagons. Big, small, fat, thin. You can do all of this. Shipbuilding is awesome. It's super easy to upgrade parts that the shop may have. Otherwise, you can just jump in, build, tear apart, and slam together pieces like Lego, each having its own mass and possibly power draw. There are restrictions, and the game alerts you to them when it comes to, let's say, the landing bay not being connected to the cockpit. What's great here is almost anything you can imagine can be built, at least somewhat to scale. But the best part is there are just so many options for the same ship. Let me give you an example. You can jump in, grab the same ship, and just switch around parts, making it look nothing like it did before, which changes the interior, alters its makeup. It's fantastic. I spent hours in it easily, just adding and subtracting and moving parts from just a single ship that I stole. Outposts are the same way. They're built somewhat the way that we've seen in past games like Fallout 4, with you throwing down outpost markers and then using resources to make power, storage, connections, buildings, and even cosmetic parts. And yes, you can merge the output of one base to the input of another base in a different system or in the same system, depending on the upgrades that you have. It's not always intuitive, though, and sometimes thinking that you need to build something can end up requiring you to jump over there to verify that you have all of the requirements. Overall, I would have liked a easier to see and understand inventory system for that. Each can then be outfitted with a crew that you can hire, or even the main characters if you don't assign one to your ship. Because everyone you hire has their own bonuses and skills, it may make sense to throw someone you hire into the ship and instead take someone who's normally a main character in the story and put them on an outpost for a while. The mixing and matching is incredible here. Are there 1,000 planets? Yeah, probably. Can you go to most of them? Yeah. Can you set up bases on most of them? Yeah. Would you want to?
Wow! That's his disagreement squeak.
You see, some are generally useless for resource collection just because of what you may already have. A bland, textured, boring planet with very little to offer your space coffers. However, if you're a pirate, blasting away the goods, stealing the expensive, and running from the well-armed, then having your own base on an out-of-the-way place with less space traffic and outfitted with defensive weapons can be a perfect and actually usable plan, and is something that does feel different depending on where you put a base. A back-end Mos Eisley set around or behind some red giant and hidden in the shadows can end up paying off tremendously depending on what kind of work you're taking on. Speaking of work, you can take on the main and the side quests. You can also join factions as well as just freeboot it. And most of them have their own bounty boards with random missions placed down all over the known systems. Sometimes hunt down a mercenary in an abandoned radar station. Other times asking you to risk arrest by sneaking in experimental medicines or alien life to a planet that has a firm no risks allowed law-abiding citizenry. And as you join these groups, you may find ship parts that are specific to that faction available for you in unique shipyards. And a lot of this doesn't sound particularly unique. Space games can triumph in a number of ways, but the true requirement is just understanding its focus. Is it the frenzied pursuit of enemies? Is their ship's shield collapse like a rusted Faraday cage before they leave a zone? Or is it about the exploration, or about the combat, or the feeling of emotion a pilot can feel the first time they step on a mainline planet as a star rise slowly goes up above them, and realizing I'm the only inhabitant, the planet is basically mine, and a random star is now my sun. Where Starfield does well is that you don't need to know exhaust rates or non-Euclidean geometry. The game offers information over the top of gameplay, letting you sink into it in a deeper way if you want, or in many times and ways, just ignore it. But I do wish it was a bit more seamless. For example, jumping into the inventory or figuring out how to drop things when you're trading with a partner instead of having to just leap out and then open that inventory again. It's also something that we've seen when it comes to the planet exploration and the big deal which comes in the term of restrictions. While it is actually vast and no matter where you land, the game tries to put something interesting there like broken down bases, strange wrecks, pirate battles or otherwise, Each of those created spots do have a specific size limit. If you get to the edge, you can jump into the ship and land a little bit farther off. It's almost like a loading screen. Does it bother me? No. Is it there? Yes. Lastly, let's talk about the quests and the writing. I was surprised to find that the main quest was actually interesting. Overall, for me, Bethesda games haven't really grabbed me with their story, but instead caused me to gravitate towards making my own path with the main plot as this bookend for my actions and experiences. The same is true here. However, I did find the mystery presented in Starfield worth exploring. Side missions and city missions, and even some of the randomly created ones, worked well enough because of Bethesda's excellent set dressings and environmental world building that they put in here, and I'll discuss that in a second. However, one point, organizationally, I can say that Starfield is not as seamless as I would have liked. They give you the ability to fast travel to any location, including other star systems, without going to your ship if you've been there many times. And the idea is sound, but it does hold back a feeling of that cinema, the feeling of actually flying around in your spaceship. That is a quibble because you can choose to do so if you want to. But I think a lot of people will end up defaulting to that for a lot of their travel, especially back and forth to different places. And it's always awesome to see your ship take off and land. So it's a bit of a missed opportunity. But regardless of that opportunity lost, there's something unique going on in Starfield. For example, where the X Games series of games have their space monopolies, top-hatted space tycoons, balancing economies across stars, No Man's Sky has its massive seamless travel and exploratory playground of 64 crayon box-colored worlds. Starfield has Bethesda. Now, that may sound like circular logic, but despite some issues, you find yourself working through them exactly as you have in their past titles. To find one more battle, steal one more ship, or just explore a new system and mine it for resources. To find one more cave complex and go down into the bottom of it and see if maybe there's a survivor or perhaps some gold. Starfield's gameplay loop of fly, fight, and foundation building is solid, if a bit wonky to switch between. What is not wonky, though, is the presentation. Graphically, the game can look amazing. Cresting over the edge of some fertile planet and watching the sunrise is awesome. Gun battles, their effects, space, the trash collector around your ship, that's all incredible, as are a lot of the battles. And walking through thickly populated cities or some mysterious station you find hidden behind a mountain, your suspicion level peaking high as you slowly pick the door to get in. Well, occasionally you'll look at a planet and say, this really isn't for me. For the most part, they all look awesome. What is a little bit different are the characters. Let me describe this. There's basically 3 levels of character detail for the NPC. You have your main NPCs. These are the quest givers, main NPCs that you deal with in the game, and store owners. Then you have bandits, quests, and so forth, and basic NPCs. But then you also have the citizenry along the other parts of
these
all
character
of the
models,
cities,
bro.
and sometimes just living inside of bases, and they are by far the worst looking many times. I mean, some look really terrible.
Oh my god!
But I think for a level of detail scale,
Look
and
at
how
this.
they did it
What
inside of bases,
See
and
what
they
I'm
are by
saying?
far the worst looking many times. I mean, some look really terrible. But I think for a level of
God.
But then you also
these
have the
character
citizenry
models is
along
just
the other parts of all of the cities, and sometimes just living inside of bases, and they are by far the worst looking many times. I mean, some.
Oh my god! Look at that character model, bro. Like it's just, I don't know, man. Like, how do you? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Like the character just, I don't know, just look lifeless. Like it's just, oh my god, outdated character models, bro. Like, but okay.
Look really terrible. But I think for a level of detail scale and how they did it, it makes sense that way, especially if they want to keep performance high, which they did. Now, what impresses me that Starfield carves out this look and idea that they call NASA punk, and it's a thing, and regardless of the weapons or the armor, every single item in the game looks unique. Analog in a digital world, the sense of needing something to work versus needing something to look good, whether it's some rare gun that pounds down enemies or some spoilery stuff later on. There is some phenomenal design here, and it's Bethesda's incredible environmental work that also shines. Even when at times the location isn't on the best looking planet, it's the habitats that almost always look incredible, lived in, dirty, seamy, like someone said, hey, let's build a lab on a moon, and someone else probably said, but they did it anyway. And then after eating the last raspberry, they all left, and that's what you end up finding. It's the lived in feel that Beth nailed. They also nailed the scary parts. I didn't expect to say this in a review. I didn't expect to see this in Starfield. But as you continue to explore and introduce to a number and a different manner of aliens, there are some downright creepy moments. This was surprising to me. Lights flickering in and out as you explore some research facility on the ass end of a backward planet trying to move forward through a quest, and it's incredibly tense. I noticed a couple mines that appeared a little bit samey after my hours of exploration, but it's nothing different than we haven't seen in a lot of other space games. One place where Starfield hit the mark was performance. Well above 60 at 4K native Ultra on the 4090 with 80s and above depending on using FSR2 or not. And you run into a low detail texture more than once, but 1080 Ti's and up are going to see performance that's a good deal higher than I actually expected in this game. DLSS is missing so far, and cities can take a hit if you have the population setting up, but since it looks like a lot of inbreeding was going there with the citizenry, I would say you could probably turn that down and not really have a negative. Also, the game has an issue with hardware recording options. Something that seems to have been noticed during the trailers the game released. There was a little bit of a stutter in a lot of those trailers. In-game, with the current i7 and 4090, most importantly, the newest NVIDIA driver, by the way, which gained 5 to 10 FPS all by itself, it actually is very steady. The console is also incredibly steady, and perhaps we can hold out for a possible unlocked FPS setting in the future. While the game has a number of graphical settings on PC, I can tell you ambient occlusion, indirect lighting, and shadows can be turned down, set down from Ultra to get some FPS back without really sacrificing any kind of polish. It can actually be quite difficult to even see that setting in the adjustment, but getting 3 to 4 FPS back is well worth it. One problem I did run into a number of times was going into places where the game's fog and lighting systems resulted in some seriously flat lighting and foggy looks to everything. Now, this is an artistic decision, and it's not unknown for Bethesda to have some color filtering going on. For example, we have a lot of mods that remove those. I support it as an artistic design, but it looks like a major city with 100% air hazard warning sometimes. It looks like a fine layer of emphysema is just rusted onto everything, like an apartment you rent from someone who smoked and the walls were painted white, but still have that dusky yellow look. I admit I fought with the proper lighting settings for quite a while to sort of try to get it right. You may even notice some of that in the footage. Now, when it comes to bugs for performance, I had a couple minor ones, a couple stuck NPCs, and that's it. The time creating it, the delays in releasing it, obviously smoothed over the experiences that we all remember from their prior titles. It's not absent of problems. It's just that the number in my playthrough was dramatically smaller than many other open world games, and certainly infinitesimally smaller than their prior games. Let's talk about the audio presentation, though. First up is music, and this is easily my favorite soundtrack of the year, bar none. At some points, 2001: A Space Odyssey. At other points, Skyrim, filtered through some kind of tilt.
What do you guys think,
smaller
though,
calibers, and they mix in seamlessly back into the actual total frequency range, no longer getting absorbed.
What do y'all think?
Phenomenal sound work. Also, when landing an engine, that whine of the thrusters as they get close to the ground is just captivating. I could listen to that on repeat. Or when you boost away from the planet, that bang on low thunder that then collapses and builds and collapses again, and then there's this sharp-edged crack as it starts to fly away. Awesome. When it comes to the voices, listen, while the writing for many of the characters just didn't engage me, I can't say they weren't interesting in some way, but I did find the major party members to be a bit hit and miss, with a couple having unique backstories or mini missions I found interesting, and others turned out to just feel like portable carry bags, where I offloaded my stuff with a passing, "Oh yeah, thanks for carrying this." When it comes to their voice delivery work, it's fine, but it is something that you should sort of expect from Bethesda. It's their kind of lines, their kind of delivery. Sometimes it's a little bit generic when it comes to the line.
Man, I already know. Now, obviously, you know, I've always said, like, you got to play the game for yourself. Shout out to ACG. Make sure y'all go subscribe to ACG, Jeremy.
It's over 9,000!
You know, you have to play the game for yourself to kind of get a fine curtain call on it. But from the gameplay that you've guys seen, from what we're hearing about the console version of the game, you know, Series X, you know, being buggier than the PC version, loading is taking longer than usual. Like, that's crazy. Like, I understand maybe because the game is so massive. I really don't know. But that's annoying to sit there and have to wait so freaking long to where you think the game is either crashing or having some type of issues or whatever the case may be. So PC, because this obviously ACG, he played it on PC. This is obviously with an i7 and a 4090, and he was getting 4K, 60 FPS, sometimes in the 80s, you know, low to mid 80s. or with FSR2 on, and then like 60 and stuff like that without it, apparently. I don't know. Not everybody can afford a 4090, but man, I don't know. I mean, they have a lot of work to do in terms of the bugs. I knew it. This is what Bethesda is known for. A lot of bugs in their games, a lot of glitches in their games. And I don't know. I would have to play it for myself to really kind of make a final curtain call, but it's interesting to see these reviews and hear what a lot of people have to say. Now, I would really love to see a Series X review, or see some Series X gameplay, because I think VGC they were PC, and then ACG was PC as well. So that's why I said, man, if you can invest in a PC, that's gonna be your best. That's gonna be your best bet in terms of performance. You know, you're always gonna get better performance. But oh wow, it dropped. Oh wow. So I just refreshed a while ago. I literally just refreshed, and it's at an 87 now. So it wasn't. That's why I was telling you guys, like, if you're gonna buy the game, just buy the game, because you can't. And this is for Series X. You know, you can't just base it off of, like, you can't just base it off of you know, what you're seeing or whatever. But yeah, it was at an 88. Now it's down to 87. And this is for the Series X version of the game. Mixed reviews, Digital Trends 70, PC Mag 70. Okay, we're waiting on that one. So just kind of 2 mixed reviews and 28 positive reviews. So critic reviews is saying 88, but obviously the summary, to summarize it, it's 87, which is not bad. It's not terrible. Obviously way off from Baldur's Gate. A 7 out of 10 from IGN? Wait, what? No. 7 out of 10 from IGN? Are you serious? No way. I thought IGN would have gave it a 10 out of 10. Oh, wow. 7 out of 10? Starfield problems are glaring. Man, 7 out of 10. I mean, they gave Fallout 4 a 9.5. What? Oh, man. 7 out of 10? That's crazy, man. That is crazy. I was not expecting a 7. A 7? Oh, wow. Wow. IGN of all places, a 7? Man, I'm actually surprised though. I'm really surprised. A 7? Wow. 7 is not necessarily terrible. I mean, 7 is good. I mean, it's a pass. It's good. But I was expecting like at least 8.5 or a 9 at least from them. A 7 is not bad. You know, it's not bad. So, hold on. Let's check out their actual review. Man, that is, I want to hear what they have to say. Let's scroll down here. But when you compare it to, look at this. When you compare it to all the other Bethesda games like 9.4, 9.4, 8.6, 8.9, yeah, a 7.
All right, everybody, strap yourselves in. This is going to be a bumpy ride.
Shields ready.
I feel like I'm the kind of person Starfield was made for. I loved Bethesda's last single-player RPG, Fallout 4, maybe a bit too much. There's nothing I like more than a sci-fi universe with spaceships, lasers, and political intrigue flying every which way.
You have my agreement.
And yet, a dozen hours in, I was feeling lost in space.
Oh,
Things
boy.
never went too far off course while I was flying my rinky-dink little ship around, chasing down mysterious artifacts and war criminals with a damn fine crew of companions at my side. But man, did Starfield make me work hard to get through that opening stretch.
You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far.
Even when
Marlon, this is very reason why I never ever buy an Xbox. I understand.
There were still too many problems that constantly popped up, forcing me to curb my excitement. It's a bit like Starfield's own elaborate shipbuilder tool. Even though you can slap together a bunch of high-end parts and it will technically fly, sometimes it's just not the best fit. I'd expect no less, but Bethesda has built out a sprawling universe with detailed lore. I wouldn't call it especially distinctive. It's reminiscent of universes like The Expanse and Firefly, and full of references to every sci-fi movie from Aliens to Blade Runner.
What's up, Ray?
In fact, there's a significant similarity to what Obsidian created for 2019's The Outer Worlds. But the story of how humans abandoned Earth and colonized the stars is so densely packed in, with more around every corner, that I found it easy to get invested in.
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space.
Once I learned the difference between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective.
The United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace.
Regardless of which background option and starting skills you pick for your character, everyone starts out in the same mining camp and touches the same space magic that sets off a trippy 2001 A Space Odyssey style vision. But after that, Starfield is an immense game that will send you off in all kinds of different directions once it hands you the keys to your first spaceship. It's to the point where talking to others who have played alongside me has left us all bewildered.
Wait, what do you mean you don't know who the Vanguard are?
Wow, you didn't unlock that until level 20?
You met who in a bar? Your new best friend on Neon.
You can easily fall down all sorts of wormholes into extended chains of missions that take you on adventures that rival Skyrim's in scope. Even after about 70 hours, there are major quest lines I haven't even touched, and others I've left unfinished. I'm eager to go back and pick those up now that I've completed the main story.
You know there's more to come.
In typical Bethesda fashion, that main quest itself isn't terribly flexible in how you can resolve the situations it thrusts you into. Your options here are, for the most part, about picking whether you want to be a Boy Scout for whom a good deed is its own reward,
for sure, Martin.
After doing a good deed, or an all-business mercenary who demands to be paid up front to do said good deed.
I'll say right up front that if you're looking to get rich, this ain't the line of work for you.
There are a few life and death choices, and there's a decision at the end about which philosophy to embrace before heading into the final battle. But most of it is going to play out the same way because, no matter what, your goal is to solve the mystery of those artifacts alongside your secret society of explorers known as Constellation. I won't say much about where the plot goes because it's way too easy to spoil, but I did enjoy the way it probed its biggest concept in distinctive ways, and there's plenty of well-written discussion about what it all means.
Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
It's in the side quests that you really get to act out your character's morals and choose to resolve conflicts peacefully or just by killing and robbing innocent people. There's a storyline that felt very Boys from Brazil inspired, as well as numerous related quests about hunting down war
like
criminals
that third person view don't look. Do y'all like the third person view? I know it's supposed to be first person, predominantly first person, but that third person view just don't look. It just don't look right. That makes sense. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I know it's a first person game, majority for the most part are designed that way, but that third person over the shoulder, it just don't look right. I'm sorry, it just don't look right.
Of conflicts peacefully or just by killing and robbing innocent people.
Oh my God.
There's a storyline that felt very Boys from Brazil inspired, as well as numerous related quests about hunting down war criminals that pose ethical quandaries to reconcile.
If it dealt death, he could make a deal more.
You can even join up with the Crimson Fleet pirates and dive into a life of smuggling and general space crime. It seems like it would take hundreds of hours to explore them all, and there sure are a lot of options. I wouldn't say I've encountered anything just yet that's as spectacular as destroying Megaton in Fallout 3, but Starfield has its moments. There's no shortage of interesting companion characters to hang out with throughout all this. There's definitely a focus on Sarah, the virtuous leader of Constellation.
Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
And Sam, an angsty former lawman with a young daughter who he's always worried will see him as less than perfect. However, I was richly rewarded by taking the eccentric scientist Barrett along with me on some missions.
You're part of this now.
And I suspect the others hold a few surprises up their sleeves as well. But you can only take one with you at a time, so I have more exploration to do here as well.
We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk.
It helps
that the third person look off. The bullets don't look like they're firing at the correct angle of guns. Yep.
The Last of Us and God of War. But generally, it's expressive enough that it can do justice to the excellent voice performances.
Looking a little more murdery than usual, but let's just say they had it coming.
Houston, we have a problem. Oh boy.
Starfield's problems, though, are glaring. I have to say that the early hours are pretty rough going. And there was a while there when I was wondering if the stars would ever align. So this review is going to go through that rough patch too.
Oh boy.
Bear with me. Just like Starfield itself, it does get better by the end.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Here's the biggest fundamental problem. See this vast map of stars? It feels extremely small when each of its hundreds of explorable planets is separated by little more than a loading screen. It didn't take long for me to realize that takeoff and landing animations are barely interactive cutscenes. They can often be bypassed by just going to the map screen and jumping to another planet without even setting foot on a ship. It's impossible not to compare Starfield's disjointed space travel to the seamlessness of No Man's Sky, and it's a bit of a letdown every single time.
Wow.
The next nuisance that irritated me no matter where I roamed is the fact that there are no actual maps, mini or otherwise. This screen is just not helpful at all. I spent way too much time searching for basic things like vendors to sell my loot to while I tried to memorize the layout of multiple settlements. And I expect most people will just look up community-made maps like the ones that IGN's guide team is working on anyway. Also, like Bethesda's previous RPGs, Starfield's playtime is roughly 30% inventory management, and yet it's shockingly bad at that task. You'll constantly need to transfer loot between your inventory and your companions or to and from your ship's cargo hold, but maddeningly you can't view both at the same time like you can in Fallout 4 and Skyrim. Modders, if you're listening, please help. Those problems never got better during my playthrough. I just learned to live with them. The hump that I did work my way over, though, is that Starfield doesn't tell you enough about how its huge collection of systems work, and it trickles out the cool stuff too slowly. Out of the gate, you can't mod your equipment, you can't use your essential boost pack, and you can barely use stealth or board enemy ships at all. You can build outposts that are a lot like Fallout 4's settlements, but it doesn't tell you that you probably shouldn't bother with them early on because you don't need huge quantities of a single resource until way later. Speaking of, storage space on the first tier of ships is obnoxiously small for the amount of loot and resources you gather. I resorted to silly workarounds like throwing stuff on the floor of my ship like a space hoarder.
What can I help you with?
Eventually though, all that stuff gets resolved through upgrades and learning the ropes. It's also worth noting that the worlds you explore are generally visually different with varying gravity, but they're barren and lifeless aside from the crafted areas you visit in quests. I mean, yeah, you'd expect that from planets that are mostly untouched by intelligent beings, but that doesn't make them a lot more fun to run around. Outside of a handful of randomly generated outposts full of enemies to raid, all there is to do is scan trees and rocks or zap them with a mining laser.
We just love rocks.
Or sometimes scan and maybe shoot alien wildlife. It's a far cry from Bethesda's previous games, where you could barely swing a dead mud crab without hitting something cool. And it took a while for me to learn that I could largely just ignore this stuff. There's one part of the main quest that's pretty repetitive too. You're sent to investigate a series of ancient structures, and it's annoying that what you do inside of each one is completely identical. The rewards are different and enticing enough for me to want to chase them all down at least. But after the first few, I couldn't help but wish that Bethesda's designers had taken some inspiration from Breath of the Wild when it came to creating different puzzles for each one. So it wasn't until about a dozen hours in that I unlocked enough upgrades that the gameplay started to gel for me alongside the story. Starfield absolutely is one of those games that takes way too long to get to the good part. But the fact that it eventually did get its claws into me forced me to jettison all of the more like Starfield jokes I'd been workshopping out the airlock and focus more on what this sci-fi epic gets right, or at least does well enough. Filed under does well enough is combat, which is the solution to most problems unless you're extremely dedicated to the idea of talking or sneaking your way past most encounters with hostile pirates, robots, and wildlife, and anything that looks at you funny. It's not bad, and it's kept me happily plinking away with my tricked out laser rifles and shotguns, but it's not especially great either. Without anything new and exciting to fill the void left by Fallout's time-stopping bat system, it's pretty standard stuff. To their credit, enemies do react in fun ways, and sometimes they'll flee if you killed off their friends. Plus, the modifiers on epic and legendary weapons and gear have some fun stuff going on that's not afraid to be game-changing. I found a rifle that does more damage as my health decreases, and makes enemies more likely to drop med packs. I found a spacesuit that has a 10% chance to set nearby attackers on fire, and made me invisible when I crouched and held still. That's kinda cool, and there's a lot more where that came from. The other side of combat is ship-to-ship battles, which are also fairly simple as space dogfighting games go. It's never not entertaining to blast away at pirates and watch the pretty explosions. There's some basic power management. I rarely felt
Ray, you crazy
in combat because most of the ships I bought or found had enough power to go around. The closest thing to VATS you get in Starfield is when you spend a skill point on target locking, which is an absolute must-have. Disabling weapons is a great way to even the odds when you're being ganged up on. But even better is when you take out their engines and board them. Some of the best moments in my Starfield playthrough have happened during these raids, as I went room by room mopping up enemies until I gunned down the captain and sat in their chair to seize their ship and its cargo for myself. I'm definitely going full pirate next run through, so I can do this all the time.
That sounds fun though.
Another highlight
Raiding
of
the
Starfield
ships.
is the sheer variety of spaceships flying through the settled systems. And the fact that they're so modular and customizable made me want to dump more skill points into starship design, so that I can mess with it more and learn the somewhat complicated rules of how to snap the pieces together to form a spaceworthy vessel.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
And the lockpicking minigame deserves a shout out as one of the best I've seen in an RPG. Are there bugs? Of course there are. I've seen a fair amount of model and texture pop in, occasional crashes, performance slowdowns, mostly during autosaves, wonky waypoints, clipping issues, on-camera angles during conversations, the works. I played mostly on PC myself, but IGN's Xbox Series X players having issues.
Wait, go back.
Seen in an
RPG. God. Hold up.
Of course there are. I've seen a fair amount of model and texture pop in, occasional crashes, performance slowdowns, mostly during autosaves, wonky waypoints, clipping issues, wrong camera angles during conversations, the works. I've played mostly on PC myself, but IGN's Xbox Series X players report occasional framerate dips, but nothing outrageous. I have to say, Starfield has been fairly stable for a big, open RPG like this. I never ran into a quest I couldn't finish on the first try, for instance, so its bugs haven't been bad. The results may vary, though. With a game this complex, they always do.
It's 9,000.
Oh, man.
It's never a great sign when somebody recommends a game on the grounds that it gets good after more than a dozen hours, but that's very much the kind of game Starfield is, and I do recommend it.
And to think, I almost went for coffee instead.
There are a lot of forces working against it, and the combination of its disjointed space travel, non-existent maps, aggravating inventory management, and slow rollout of essential abilities very nearly did it in. It was the joys of piloting a custom spaceship into and out of all sorts of morally ambiguous situations in a rich sci-fi universe that eventually pulled it out of a nosedive.
I might even let you fly me around sometime.
I'm glad that I powered through the early hours, because its interstellar mystery story pays off, and, once the ball got rolling, combat on foot and in space gradually became good enough that its momentum carried me into New Game Plus after I'd finished the main story after around 60 hours. Like Skyrim and Fallout 4 before it, there's still an immense amount of quality role-playing quests and interesting NPCs out there waiting to be stumbled across, and the pull to seek it out is strong. For more on RPGs, check out our reviews of Baldur's Gate 3 and Sea of Stars. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
Oh boy. All right, let's get to these super chats real quick. So we got L with the $5, says 30 FPS, we going backwards, Marlon. We have Mick Sean with the 5, says I meant this was a 360 exclusive back then I will buy, but 88 on Metacritic is good for Microsoft, but I'll still give it a chance. I want to support them. Yeah, me too. You know, no game is perfect, man, but man, this game was so freaking hyped. I mean, I think to the point where it's just like, man, people are just making this game out to be perfect, and there's no game that's perfect. There's always going to be bugs and glitches, but what I see consistently with the reviews is, you know, the rating of the ships and stuff, you know, going and raiding a ship and, you know, scrapping it or getting what is on the ship for yourself, and then building the ship seems, I guess, fun, right, for some people. And then the combat, obviously, like the gunplay and stuff like that seems to be pretty good. But what I'm hearing for the most part is like the slow build, you know, like the game is kind of very slow in the beginning, but it picks up towards the end, or, you know, or midway through the game. But yeah, I mean, they definitely got to iron out a lot of these bugs, man. Like, somebody's talking to you, but the back of their head is like in front of the camera. Like, yeah, so much for that least buggy Bethesda game from Matt Booty. But hey, man, let me see what's going on with Metacritic on Series X is still sitting at an 87. On PC, let's see where we're at. We're still at an 87. So 87 on Series X, 87 on PC. So I'm gonna show you guys this right quick. 87 on Series X, and on PC 87. So it's sitting at an 87 across the board. L says, enough with Starfield already. Let's move on to Spider-Man 2. Already actually next gen game with a performance mode. Sony, thank you for the $2. Says Starfield definitely not game of the year. I mean, you know, it's crazy though, man, because when you look at when you look at Baldur's Gate 3, you know, Baldur's Gate 3, that's sitting at a 97. So like I said, now we know what we know about Starfield, right? So it's gonna be between Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Baldur's Gate, you know, but 80, 88, 87 is not bad. That's not a horrible score by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, obviously, if you look at a lot of the reviews, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 is not a bad score. It's actually a good score. You know, I mean, you can give a game a 7 and people will still buy it, or 8 or 6.5 or 6. Yeah, now you're like creeping up on, yeah, do I really want to buy something that's scoring a 6 out of 10 for some people? But a 7 is a decent score. It's a very respectable score. The game is not perfect, right? But at the same time, it seems like, you know, there are some really, really cool, fun factors of the game, like exploring, you know, different planets just to see where the settlements are, at least the ones with life forms on them, not the ones where there's completely nothing and you're just going around and exploring nothing, right? But the planets with life forms on them to see what kind of, you know, settlements they are, you know, doing different side missions maybe or whatnot. But PC, all of this is basically telling me PC is the way to go right now, because FSR 3 is not available yet. I feel like when FSR 3 is available, then that might increase the performance on PC and consoles. So that is something important to know. FSR 2 is still at the heart and soul of, you know, fidelity when it comes to upscaling technology. So there's that, just so you guys know. FSR 2.1, I believe. Yeah, so FSR 2.1. But I feel like once FSR 3 becomes available, that's going to be really, really good, because that's basically frame generation for AMD. But yeah, overall, I'm looking forward to playing the game. I'm going to definitely play it on PC for sure to kind of give you guys the best performance possible. Like, I was expecting, you know, the game to kind of perform that way on Series X, but the load times, oh my God, man. I know it's a massive game, so, but still, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So what do you guys think overall? What do you, yo, you caught it live. What's up, SB? So what do you guys think overall? I'm going to be playing the game. So, but what do you, I want to know, for those of you who are still on the fence, for those of you who are just like still haven't pre-ordered the game yet, like based on the reviews and stuff like that we have looked at so far, like where are you sitting at? Because I know some of you guys base your purchases off of reviews. So what are y'all sitting at right now in terms of buying this game? Let's see real quick. I say Gasket says not buying. Not for me. Let's see here. It says I'm ignoring this. It says just bring in Forza. It says let's see here. It looks like an average game. It says I pre-ordered Spider-Man 2 and Tekken 8. Honestly, 83. That's all. Okay. Let's see here. $70 for 30 FPS. It says Marlon, you know this 80% ponies. Let's see here. I'm definitely thinking twice. Okay. It says, like all games, nothing is perfect. I'm a huge Bethesda games and games fan. Okay. And usually fixing their minor issues. Okay. Nope. Somebody said nope. Tron Zero said 7 out of 10. I'm playing tonight. Okay. Says I'm going to play it on Game Pass. That's what you got Game Pass for. It won't hurt to try. You know, it won't, that's the beauty about Game Pass. You don't have to rush out and spend $70 on Starfield day one. You can play it in Game Pass. As long as you have an existing, you know, Game Pass subscription, or maybe you might have to just pay $10. I mean, it's better than paying $70 to, you know, play the game day one. It says playing it when it comes out. Okay, it comes out tonight for early access. September 6th for everybody else. It says I'm playing it tonight on at 8 on my Series X. Okay, that's what's up. Thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate y'all. If y'all brand new to the channel, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. Turn on that post bell. Appreciate that. Game Pass game. It says I'll be waiting for the game. I don't have a Series X. Okay. That's cool. McShawn Williams with the $2 says Jeff Grubb said they were remote. Yes, I will be talking about that shortly. You see it in the title, right? It says it's Spider-Man. It says, what do you expect? Okay. Shooting like Doom. Okay. Let's see here. It says playing it tonight on PC. Same here. It says when this get okay, so we'll go. It says, bro, are you playing it? Yes, I'm playing it tonight on PC. So stay tuned. It says, to be fair, I'm more waiting for Lords of the Fallen. Oh, Lords of the Fallen. Okay. It says PC is the way to go. Yeah, PC is the way to go for sure. Unless you want to play it on Series X. Now, IGN did say that the frames do drop. You heard what they said, right? The frames do drop a bit, but nothing serious. And that's what, I was expecting, even though Todd Howard said the game is locked at 30. But I was expecting, frame drops and stuff like that. So, like I said, this is where you need FSR 3 to kind of, take the wheel. 8 p.m. tonight is when the game unlocks for early access. It says Sony is working on new PS2 emulator rumor. Oh, really? Interesting. 30 FPS. It says waiting for Black Friday sale for Starfield. Oh, okay. I'll probably do it on here for sure. Country Boy, probably on here. It said Jim Ryan is doing the gritty. Let's see here. It says I'll give Starfield a try, but 25 years in the making. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Makes you wonder, like all them bugs and glitches and stuff, like, and the game was even delayed, but hey, that's Bethesda, and not even just Bethesda, but in general, a lot of games are going to have bugs and glitches, some more than some, but yeah, 25 years in the making, man. Them character models, though, is just, I'm not a huge fan of the character models at all. But overall, I see some of you guys said y'all going to give it a try. So, okay, that's good for Microsoft and Bethesda. That's good, guys. That's good. That is good. Oh, it's back up to 88. Oh, wow. So now it's back up to 88. I just refreshed it. And Starfield PC. Okay, so right now, Starfield on Series X is 87. And then when I switched to PC, it went up to 88. So now it's at an 88 right now. So now it's at a 88. So again, seemed like it's hovering between 88 and 87, which is pretty good. So yeah, man, not bad. This is a huge W for Microsoft, though. They need something like this. Now, obviously, ain't no Forza Horizon 92 score, but still good. Still good. Still good. You know what I mean? Still good. Still good. Still good. You know, Forbes 95. You know, yeah, still good. Still good. Still good. Still good. Decent scores, man. Decent scores. You know, high enough scores from these outlets. 90 WCCF Tech, they gave it a 90. 85, 80, 80 from VGC, 80 from Hardcore Gamer, Noisy Pixel 80, XGN 80, Comic Book 80, Game Skinny 80, PC Gamer 75, PC Games N70, IGN 77. Yeah, so there you go, 7. Just a bunch of 70s there. So, hey, man, not bad, guys, not bad at all. All right, so if you guys have any further questions on Starfield, like I said, I'm playing the game. I'm going to be playing it on PC, and I will be streaming it for you guys. Hopefully, the good old PC here, my nice 3090 will definitely. I don't know if I'll be able to do 4K 60, but we'll try. I should be able to do it with a 3090. You know, with FSR 2, I should be able to do it. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. So, but I have a 3090 here and a 10th gen i9 10850K processor. I have 64 gigs of RAM and I have 3 terabytes of storage in this rig. So that should be enough for Starfield to be able to stream Starfield for you guys on PC and for us to, you know, dive into this game and see what it's really all about. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a shot and everything. So yeah, not bad. All right. So, with that being said, yeah, let's talk about what Jeff Grubb is saying here. So, Jeff Grubb is back at it again. And obviously, we heard from, what's his name? God. What's that boy's name, that insider? I can't think of his name right now. Roberto Serrano. Roberto Serrano. He did put out a tweet. So I'm definitely giving credit where credit's due. Now, he's been getting some stuff wrong as of late. But I saw something about a state of play for September. And this was way before I heard about, you know, Jeff Grubb and stuff like that. But Jeff Grubb is very credible. I mean, he was right about the last PlayStation event. He was right about the PS5 showcase. He was right about a few other stuff and what have you. So let's dig into the actual news story here for this new PS5 state of play. Now, we don't know if we're going to see the new PS5 here, the slimish PS5 and things of that nature. But let's go ahead and let's dig into this. All right, so as you guys can see here, apparently there's a new PlayStation State of Play showcase reportedly set for September. It's time for your monthly PlayStation State of Play showcase rumors, but this one actually makes sense. According to a journalist and insider, Jeff Grubb, Sony is gearing up for a State of Play, and the recent PlayStation Plus price hike seems to be a lead in for the event. Now, obviously, September event has been speculated for a while. What should we expect at the next PlayStation State of Play showcase? It says Sony's biggest release of the year is Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's scheduled for release in October. So we're expecting another event highlighting the game. In addition to this, we have been consistently hearing rumors about a new PS5 model with a detachable disk drive from reliable insiders. Last but not least, we still don't have a release date and pre-order information for the recently announced PlayStation Portable, PlayStation Elite, and PlayStation Explore wireless earbuds. So we got to also pay attention to all that too. So yeah, we could very well, be getting all this stuff. But this is Jeff Grubb's tweet here. He says, I've heard a state of play is coming, and this feels like a lead in for that. So there you guys go, man. He says, I don't know. I just haven't heard about one. So obviously, it says when asked if Sony will hold another major showcase this year, Grubb said that he hasn't heard anything to that effect. So, all right. So our spider senses are tingling here. Yeah. I did mention that, Ben. I did mention my PC specs. So I have a 3090 and a i9 10th generation 1080K processor with 64 gigs of RAM and 3 terabyte SSD. So that should be powerful enough for Starfield. But let's get back into the huddle here. So yeah, what do you guys think is going to be at the state of play? Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm expecting Spider-Man 2 to be here. Now, I will kind of expect them to do a separate. I don't know if this is going to be like the mainline state of play, right? Where we get updates on Helldivers 2. We need a release date for that. Stellar Blade. Hello, Sony. Like, what's going on with Stellar Blade? We need updates on Stellar Blade. So I'm expecting Helldivers 2 and Stellar Blade to be in this major, state of play. I think Spider-Man 2, we're probably going to get a Spider-Man 2 state of play. We just don't know where that's going to sit. I mean, they could do one early October. I mean, that would be just enough time for them to, give us a, state of play for that. But I would say just one last mainline state of play, just going over some, release date information on Helldivers 2. Obviously, like I said before, we need to know what's going on with Stellar Blade, Little Devil Inside, what's going on with that game. And obviously, these products that they're going to be launching, the earbuds and stuff like that. We need release date on that one. We already got price, the Pulse Elite, headphone, the PlayStation Portable, which is going to be retailing for $200, which is going to be sold out very quickly. So we need release dates on that. So yeah, and whatever other surprises that they may have cooking up and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I can definitely see a state of play happening, in September. I mean, generally speaking, there's always something from PlayStation in September. So we'll see. What do you guys think? I mean, we're approaching September. September is literally tomorrow, you know, Friday the 1st. So we'll see if Sony makes an announcement for it next week, if they're going to be doing it, you know, maybe the middle of the month or something like that. We'll see if they make that announcement, you know, next week or maybe the week after, to see if we actually get an announcement for this state of play. I know most of you guys are like, yeah, Marlon, I don't really care. I just want a PS5 showcase. Like I said before, I don't think we're going to get a PlayStation 5 showcase at all. I don't really think that that's going to be the case. And we could be waiting for a while on that one. So, hey, just let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. So, yeah, Sony is working on a new PS2 emulator? Huh. Well. Sony is working on a new hold on. Let me put that in the title, because we're going to talk about that. I want to know. New PS2 emulator. Wow. Interesting. Interesting, right? Let's put that there. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, guys. Share the stream, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and let's talk about this, right? Did I put a timestamp on this? Okay, yeah. Let's talk about this new PS2 emulator and where this is actually coming from. So PS2 emulator. Interesting. All right, so let's put a timestamp for my rewatchers out there and let's see what's up. Okay. All right. So we're getting a report here pertaining to Sony working on a new PS2 emulator. So let's take a look at it. All right. So as you guys can see right here, it says Sony reportedly working on a new PS2 emulator. It says report has it that Sony Interactive Entertainment is working on a new and improved PS2 emulator. Now, the current state of PS2 games on PS4 and PS5 isn't exactly great. Exactly, which I said before, especially with this PlayStation Plus price hike, you got to, man, that's a disrespect to PS2, because PS2 to this date literally has the greatest catalogs of games ever. You know what I mean? And there's games that on PS2 that people want to be remade for PlayStation 5. And at the beginning of this generation, a lot of people stressed concerns of how they wanted the PS5 to have full backwards compatibility. And so, I mean, hey, you know, that's really what it kind of boils down to at the end of the day. But let's go ahead and let's dig into this one. All right. So now, the current PS2 emulator suffers from performance and compatibility issues, so it actually makes sense, right? Now, the report of the new PS2 emulator comes from a well-respected PlayStation YouTuber. Oh, shout out to Mystic, man. I like Mystic. I like Mystic. I like Mystic. I like Mystic, man. Mystic is so humble and quiet. He's a nice guy. I like Mystic. So PlayStation YouTuber Mystic, although Mystic seems to be well contacted within the video game industry, it's extremely rare for him to devolve in leaks. Exactly. So I never really heard Mystic really talk about you know, leaks and stuff. Well, you know, or him leading the charge when it comes to leaks. I mean, he talks about leaks, but the leak actually coming from him, that's actually rare. But I said skip to the 2-minute mark.
Like PlayStation 2 titles, which we've also mentioned at length, that it's a matter of them just probably not having a brand new PlayStation 2 emulator. I would be borderline shocked if that's not what's actively being worked on right now. And I have good authority on that's what is happening, and just they are not ready with that new emulator just yet. And one would argue, why would you re-release this program or launch this new program and not have some of that stuff ready for prime time? But, you know, again, that's neither here nor there. But, you know, from day one onward, we've seen them do a number of, well, initially there was a bunch of missteps, right? The handful of games that were available, using PAL versions, right? So the refresh rate was lower versus NTSC copies. Most games not having trophies. We see that it's possible, but most games were not having trophies, which it was still a net positive in my eyes, because that means there's no mandate prohibiting more games from coming onto the service, which really falls more on third parties, because as we've seen throughout the entire year plus of the new PS Plus relaunch, which also includes these new classic games, it's been primarily Sony IP, right? Because there's not a whole lot of third-party support that is willing to be on board and allow their games to be released through this particular program, which I think is the important distinction to make, because we're seeing a lot of classic titles come back, and it's always generally on that publisher's own terms, right? So like something like Glover came back.
Well, you know what, guys, I'm gonna say this. With the recent price hike of PlayStation Plus, it actually makes sense. This new supposed PlayStation 2 emulator that Sony's supposedly working on makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. And because right now, there's not a lot of PS2 games on PlayStation Plus Premium right now, at least like the good ones, right? And, compatibility issues, performance issues, stuff like that. It actually makes sense. Now, maybe this is the reason for them to be price hiking at least premium and stuff like that, because there is just a lot of room for improvement when it comes to the classic stuff on PlayStation Plus, especially since we had, the relaunch of PlayStation Plus and stuff like that. But this is room for them to really push the envelope on backwards compatibility. There's way too many classic games that are just getting buried at this point when it comes to PS2, PS3, and PS1 that needs to be improved. And so with technology the way it is, man, I'm expecting huge improvements across PlayStation Plus Premium and Extra, especially in the game catalog segment and the month-to-month. Now, we got some bad news. And shout outs to Ray Shaw. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys always support the show. And I saw this out on Twitter. This is not good, man. This is not freaking good. This is why I say it's very, very important to... Oh, boy. This is not good. So we're going to put a timestamp on this. This is why I say your games, man, your games have to be good, bro. Because if you don't put out good quality games, bro, nobody is going to buy your game. Nobody is going to buy your game, and it's going to fall flat. And then you're going to have to end up shutting down completely. So I got some bad news for those of you who actually care and stuff like that. I mean, I grew up playing this particular franchise, and it's sad to see the latest iteration of the game just not good at all. Like, it was so buggy, so glitchy to the point where it just became unplayable. And so we got some bad news, and let's go ahead and let's take a look at it. Well. What do we have here? Now, this is coming from Insider Gaming, Tom Henderson's website. Bad news. So, Saints Row developer Volition has closed down. Oh, my God. Can't say I'm surprised. Can't say I'm surprised, man. This game was just not good. Not good at all. It was very buggy, very glitchy. Nothing close to, what we come to love and expect about Saints Row. At least the original Saints Row 1 and 2 was like my favorite out of all the Saints Row games. But yeah, this one fall really flat very quickly. The story was all over the place. The combat, just free roam. It just didn't feel smooth, and didn't feel like, I don't know, man. This game was just not good. It was just not good. I played it on the channel. I reviewed it on the channel, and we had gotten the game in early and stuff. It was just not good. And, this past June, the Embracer Group announced the reconstructing program to strengthen the Embracer and maintain its position as a leader in the video game industry. As a part of that program, they evaluated the strategic and operational goals and made a difficult decision to close the Volition effective immediately. Ouch. Ouch, man. This is sad, man. This is sad, man. 30 years, 30 freaking years, and the Volition team has proudly created world-class entertainment for fans around the globe for 30 years. We have been driven by a passion for our community and always worked to deliver joy, surprise, and delight. Ouch, man. Well, that's a wrap. That's a wrap, man. That's a wrap. It sucks, man. I mean, the game was just not good at all. Just not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Well, goodbye, Saints Row. I don't even think we're going to get any more Saints Row now. Rip Saints Row. Pour one out for Saints Row. Welp. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that share button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Turn on that post notification bell. I appreciate you guys. And Starfield, baby, sitting at a 88 on Metacritic and for PC and 87 on Series X. So there you guys go. It's been getting mixed reviews. 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. We'll be playing it on PC. So let me know if you guys, I know some of y'all are disappointed with the performance on Series X, considering that there's more bugs and glitches on the Series X version. There's longer load times on this Series X version. So just want to highlight that. All right. So if you want the best version of the game, then, and you do have a PC, even if it's not powerful enough, even if it means that you can play at 1080p, you don't have to play. And this is something that I always tell people. You don't have to go 4K. You don't have to go 4K because 4K is expensive, y'all. I'm just going to be real with y'all. 4K is very expensive. Even if you have a 30,000 series card, you know, 4K is still very demanding, you know, because either is your GPU is not strong enough, or your CPU is not strong enough, or your CPU is bottlenecking your GPU, or your GPU is bottlenecking your CPU. Like it's all type of things that can go wrong. So if you don't have the latest and greatest technology, you know, like a 4090 or at least a 4080, maybe a 4070, or if you're just going all AMD, I mean, AMD is fixing to drop some new cards, 2 new cards, that is, and whatever the case may be. And they're 1440p cards that is going to be retailing for $500, and one is going to be $499. The other one is going to be $449. So, I mean, that is very affordable for a lot of people. If you have even a 10th gen like I do, a 10th gen i9 like I do, or maybe if you're fortunate enough to afford a Threadripper, then hey, be my guest. But hey, needless to say, like I said before, you don't really have to go out spending thousands of dollars. You can spend $1,000 and build a decent enough PC to run Starfield. You know what I mean? It's just, if you want the best of the best, then it's going to cost you the best of the best, right? 4K, turning up everything, all the populations and everything like that. It's going to cost you. You know what I'm saying? To have the best experience. And the best experience right now is obviously, I think it was a 7900 XT X, or if you get a 4090, that's like the best of the best, you know, where you're getting well over 20 gigs of VRAM and things of that nature. So, you know, there's that, man. So quick Q&A real quickly. What's going through you guys' heads in terms of Starfield? Like I said, what are your plans for this game? Just doing a quick overview. What are your plans for this game? Do you guys think that the game was way too overhyped? Or are you guys satisfied with the review scores? Or are you guys just saying, you know what? Nah, I'm not even going to play it. I'm turned off. It's too buggy. It's too glitchy. I don't like the quality. That's what I want to know from you guys, because this is obviously the biggest game for Xbox. And, you know, sitting at an 80 in the 80s, the high 80s, we did say that, right? In the high 80s, maybe, you know, early 90s, but obviously it's in the 80s right now. So it could go up or it could go down. What about on ROG Ally? Yeah, of course you can play it on ROG Ally for sure. But maybe, I don't know if you'd be able to do 1080p 60 on it. I mean, it's a possibility. You probably have to turn some stuff down. Let's see what some of y'all said. Overhyped. yeah, I feel like, you know, just like with every game, GTA 6 is overhyped. You know what I mean? Just like every game, just super duper hype. And then when it comes out, it's just like, or when you see the reviews, you're just like, oh, here we go. You know, like, oh, wow. You know, here we go. You know, but needless to say, I will be playing the game. I'm going to support Microsoft. Shots to the homie, what's his name? Golly, Gaming and Reactions. Appreciate him for hooking us up with the premium edition of the game on PC. So I will be playing the PC version of the game, and we'll be checking it out together on the channel. And maybe you guys, by see me playing the game and exploring and doing stuff, maybe you guys might be able to make a sensible purchase decision based on the actual gameplay. But I will be playing it for myself for sure. And we're just going to go ahead and take it from there today. Now, the game unlocks at 8, apparently, 8 p.m. tonight. So we'll see if I'm able to stream at that point. I want to be able to do that for you guys. So, you know, we'll see. Let's see here. It says just pre-ordered the PS Portal. Now I'm waiting. Wait, pre-order? Just pre-order what? Wait, what? Oh, come on. Wait, when did they launch pre-orders? I didn't know they launched what? Stop playing, bro. PlayStation Direct. Stop. What? No. I thought pre-orders. How? Wait. What? When did they? Oh, wait. Hold on. Pre-orders are live. Oh, shoot. When did it? Wait. Oh, hold on. I didn't know that. Oh, shoot. Oh, right here. Okay. I'm about to pre-order it now. We got to pre-order this now. Yeah. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know what's going on. Oh, yeah. Let's pre-order this mug now because this is going to be sold out. So let me not waste time. $200 is not bad. It's not a bad price. It's not a bad price. Let me go ahead and sign in real quick and start. Man, Jez, thank you so much. When did the pre-orders? I mean, I didn't. That's what we were all waiting on. What? I mean, I didn't know. Shoot, I'm stuttering and everything. Like, what the heck? Wait, hold on. Let me sign in real quick. Let me hurry up and get this. We got to get this for the channel, bro. This pre-order is. The good news is with Sony, they don't charge you. So they don't charge you right away because I sure as heck don't have that $200 right now. But let's get this mug. What the heck? I didn't even know. Can you I don't know. Jez, can you pre-order it? It says wait like 45 minutes ago. Ah, Sony sneaky little self. Sony sneaky, bro. I didn't even know that. Oh, Marlon, I'm over here talking about Starfield, and not even paying attention. So November 15th. I'm just going to pre-order it just in case. I mean, I don't know if I'll get it, if I get a review unit or not, but I'm going to pre-order it nevertheless because it says due to high demand. Due to high demand, there's a limit of 1 remote play per pre-order, of course. Shut up, Marlon, and pre-order this thing before it's sold out. All right, let's secure the bag. Let's secure the bag. Launch day. All right, they got my address. Okay. Let's secure the bag. Secure the bag. Let's go ahead and continue before it's sold out because I know them scalpers are like vampires. They're just going to take everything away from you. Where's my wallet? Let's go. Ugh. $216 with taxes. So let's go ahead and knock this out because that's gonna be gone very, very quickly. 45 minutes ago. What? I'm over here talking about Starfield. And ain't even paying attention. Good Lord. All right, let me hurry up and get this. We got to secure this for the channel, man. We have to secure this. 02. Got to make that sacrifice, man. 'Cause everybody's going to want to know. All right, let's get this. All right, save to the account. Same as shipping address, and review the order. And make sure shipping address is good. All right, billing address is good. All right, let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. And we secure the bag. We secure the bag. We secure the bag. We got it. We got it. All right. So it says, what's happening? What happens next? You will receive an order confirmation email. Please give it a couple of minutes. When your order ships, you will receive a shipping confirmation via email. Your tracking information is you can check your order details for the latest information at any time when the package ships. If you have purchased PlayStation 5 Marvel Spider-Man 2 limited edition bundle, although you will receive the physical product on the 1st, please know that the digital voucher of the game is going to be redeemed on the 20th. Oh yeah, we didn't buy that. So there's that. And then normally they give you like a little charge first and then they'll remove the charge. So yeah. Yeah. So November 15th. That's a way from now though. That's ways from now, November 15th. So yeah, there we go. I had to go ahead and secure that for you guys for the channel. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We got it. November 15th. Let me see if they charge me. They shouldn't charge me though. Maybe it might be a small charge or something like that, but let's see. Okay, so they didn't charge me or anything like that. So that's good. No charge, no charge, no charge. So that's good. That's the thing. That's why I like buying from PlayStation Direct, because they don't charge your card. So, I mean, normally they might do like a security thing where they charge your card $1, $2, maybe $10, or sometimes the full amount. And then, you know, it will fall off as a temporary charge. But we got it. So, let's see what some of y'all are saying. It says there are ones on eBay going, what? I can't believe this. Oh my God. Marlon, why are you acting? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong with Marlon, bro? Look at these plates, bro. These plates are still, oh man, what is this, bro? Look at these plates. Look at these plates, dog. Look at the, oh my God, have mercy. These plates are still here, live and in front and center. Look at these plates. Oh my God. You son of a gun, bro. You son of a guns, man. Look at this, bruh. Look at it. Look at these prices, man. These prices are crazy. Crazy. It says, I wish they had an option to charge. It says, I wish they had an option just to charge the card instantly. Oh, really? You big money. Oh, Ray just gave us the link. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, my God. What the heck? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? No, sir. No, sir. What the heck? Really? Really? Already? Are you guys seeing this? Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Already? Bro, already? Come on, dog. Wow. I tell you about these. Wow, dog. Wow, 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 wow. Already with the foolishness, bro. If these faceplates ain't enough, look at this, man. Come on, dog. Already, guys, if you want to get the PlayStation Portable, go pre-order it right now. Oh, the wife, love you, babes. The wife, oh, thank you. Oh, the wife, hook us up. The wife, hook us up. Oh, with an egg sandwich with cheese. Ooh, yeah. With an apple. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. We in business now. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That good old orange juice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Woo! Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. This is homemade, by the way. Shout out to the wife, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, that's how we do it around here. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how we do it. This apple is refreshing. See? When we started the stream, I was running out of fumes because we had coffee, you know? So, I'm already getting that Starfield vibe right here. Since you see the detail on the sandwich, considering Big Todd said that it's all in the details, and this looks like a Starfield sandwich, right? Oh God, this is so good. Yeah, I need to come over for some. Yes, sir. Oh God, that orange juice hit different. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That Starfield sandwich, man. It's all in the detail, like Big Todd said. It's all in the details, baby. It says, look at the sold item for Spider-Man 2. Item? Oh, sold item for Spider-Man 2. Where? On the Spider-Man 2, on the faceplate? On the faceplate? Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, that orange juice hits hard. It hits hard. Oh, man. And the apple. Oh, my God. This is like the best. Oh. Hits hard. Oh, yes, sir. 98 on the sandwich. I give the sandwich a 100 on Metacritic. Uh-oh. What's going on eBay? What is this? What is this? Wait, what? What the bro, what is this? Dog. What? Dog. No, there's no way, dog. Guys. What is this? Look at this. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Come on, dog. Flush that garbage. Bro, that is insane. $5 grand? $5 grand? There's no way, dog. What a shame. Somebody said go to Digital Foundry. That is, yo, this scalping has to stop, dude. Like, that is so annoying. It's so annoying. Like, come on, man. Oh my God, another one. Look at this. Bro, this has to stop. Look at this. Another, I just refreshed the page. Another one, 370. Bro, go to PlayStation Direct. Why are we paying extra for this crap? Why are we paying extra for this? Why are we paying extra for this? It's available right here. Unless it's sold out, it's still available. Go get it. Go get. Why pay? I don't understand. Why pay $375 or $399 when it's right here? It's right. It's still available. Go get it. Oh my God, have mercy. I can't. I don't get it, bro. Why is people paying extra? I don't understand. I don't understand. It's right here. It's still in stock. Clearly, a lot of people ain't jumping on board, but it's just like, come on, man. Go get it, man. Go get it right here. It's on PlayStation Direct. Do not buy this off of eBay. It's still available. Right? Buying this garbage off of eBay. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Listen, bro. I got mine's pre-ordered. I got mine. I would never support eBay. You crazy? No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I've said it I said it 1,000 times before. Somebody said to look at, do y'all want us to watch Digital Foundry's stuff? Exactly. It's $200 is not bad for something like that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Sony sends it to me, then fine. But I'm willing to pay for it. You know, it is what it is. So we can make content with it. Did y'all wanted to see the Digital Foundry Starfield stuff? A bunch of y'all was saying something about it. I don't know. Yeah, $399, bro. Come on, bro. Double the price. Double the price. Like it's not up on PlayStation Direct right now. Come on, man. That is so whack. It says, can't believe you're telling people to go buy that, Marlon. It says that thing is garbage and you know it. Well, all I'm saying is if people want to buy it, it's available. If people want to buy it, it's available. That's all I was saying. You know what I mean? Whether it's garbage or not, for some people, if people are saying I haven't touched it yet, I haven't played it yet, so but that's my job, you know, just to get these products and do reviews on them for you guys. But if you think it's trash, then don't buy it. Obviously, I mean, anybody in here, if they think it's garbage, they're not gonna buy it. So, but hey, I will be getting it and I will be reviewing it for you guys. It says scalpers always go after PlayStation stuff. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, even Xbox stuff too. I see, you know, high price and stuff like that. I mean, it's crazy. It says want to get that PlayStation, want to get the portable, but I'm still on the fence. Okay, Nola, I got you. Well, you know, if your boy gets it, you know what I mean, then you know, hey, I can check it out. And then, you know, if you want to make a purchase decision, then we can go from there. So I got you, Nola. I got you, man. It says people paid $200 for Series S, and that's a dumpster fire. What do you mean $300? Put some respect on that Series S, bro. They say you guys notice how okay, $350 with the 1 terabyte. Yep, that's a console though. That is true. That is true. But let me ask y'all this. Let me see in the chat right now. How many of you guys are going to be buying? How many of you guys are going to be buying the Series S 1 terabyte? Let me see that in the chat. How many of you guys are going to be buying it? Not buying? Wow. No? Nah. Was thinking about it, but I'm gonna pass. Okay. Nah, Chief. I used to hear that back in the day, that talk. I haven't heard that talk in a while. Nah, Chief. Nah. I feel you. Series X Starfield runs terrible, bro, on digital. Oh, really? Okay, all right. Let's go. Y'all said to watch Digital Foundry, so let's show Digital Foundry some love. Man, people are saying that Starfield is game of the generation. Oh my God. People are saying Starfield is the game of the generation, y'all. So y'all saying do Digital Foundry? All right, well, let's do Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry. Foundry. They talked about the Series X. Oh wait, Sony just dropped a trailer. Sony just dropped a trailer. Hey. Yeah. Let's go. Locked and loaded. I'm ready to go. PS5, the games are on the show. Let's get it. Let's ride. You already know. Tuck your pride. And quality. Trying to envy me. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. Uh-huh. Oh, no. No. We going to MBG stream. We on MBG stream right now. Huh. So there y'all go. All right. Series X and S breakdown.
Expectations are enormous for Bethesda's latest title, Starfield. It promises a galaxy-spanning adventure with a wealth of content and hundreds of planets to explore. Few games come anywhere near this kind of scope, and fewer still come with the high level of content quality and gameplay flexibility that Bethesda typically offers. But that's not to say there haven't been concerns. Top of mind are technical worries, with prospective players perturbed by the
when are the PlayStation earbuds up for pre-order? They're not up yet.
Efforts haven't always arrived in stable form.
Yeah, they're not up yet.
Those games were orders of magnitude smaller than Starfield. So today we'll be taking a first look at Starfield, evaluating its basic technical makeup on Xbox Series X and S, with a more in-depth look at its graphics technology, arriving in the coming days from John, alongside Alex's review of the PC release. So can Starfield hold up alright on its console platforms of choice? And how does the Series
Same video
S
clips,
fare
yeah, embargo
relative to its more powerful sibling?
Embargo, that's why.
Right out of the gate, the good news is that Starfield is actually a very consistent and stable experience on consoles. Across about 20 hours of play so far, I encountered no obvious bugs or other glaring issues, which is something I certainly couldn't have said for the launch versions of Fallout 4 or Skyrim. Starfield has been delayed several times, but you get the sense that those delays have probably been for the best, as the final article is a smooth experience that's worth diving into right on release. I can't speak for the entire game, of course, but I really didn't see anything that would give me pause. The graphics are excellent as well, with a high level of detail, great post-processing, and some beautiful environmental artwork. This came as a bit of a surprise, and I do think that the game exceeds Bethesda's prior work by a large margin.
Well, that's
Check
a W.
out John's upcoming graphics tech review for more on this topic. But this is by no means a bad-looking game. It's not always a stunner, but it is an accomplished effort, especially considering its incredible scope. Some significant compromises do become evident, however. The world is highly segmented and frequently interrupted by loading screens, which is a bit of a holdover from Bethesda's earlier games. I didn't exactly expect a seamless experience, but the frequent cutaways, occasionally though not often masked by short animations, definitely annoy. On consoles, the other key concession comes down to frame rate. Both Xbox Series machines target a 30 FPS update, with no higher framerate options available. But outside of those issues, the console versions do manage to acquit themselves quite well, with smooth, stable, and detailed graphics. Diving into both Xbox Series versions here, at a glance we're getting a very similar experience on both consoles. With even
you know what I was gonna say, guys? Do y'all wanna I know I have the Series S out. Do y'all want us to play the Series S version to see how the game runs? Just for the, you know, I guess just for the heck of it? Do y'all want us? I mean, I have the Series S over there, the white Series S just sitting out. And, I mean, it's free on Game Pass. So, I mean, do y'all want me to play the Series S version tonight? I mean...
It's looking quite good. There are some definite differences, though, when you do look closely. Draw distances on Series S see a bit of a cutback. Series X has more to offer here, with extra bits of geometric detail, like rocky outcroppings and stones, that render out into the far distance. Foliage sees a bump too, with dense shrubs and knee-high grass on Series X. Larger chunks of environmental detail like big rock faces and trees render about the same across the two platforms though, so in broad strokes the Series S and X do look quite similar. It's just the incidental detail.
See? So the series, hear what he said? The Series S and the X looks very similar. So we're going to play it on Series S. We're going to play it on the Series S. And we're going to check it out and we're going to see how it actually runs. Because hear what he just said. He said the Series S and the X looks very similar. Like they look, I mean, if you're looking at it right now, they look very, very similar. So I'm just going to play it on the S. And we're just going to see how it holds up. You know? I mean, I could. It says Marlon for content on the channel and to help more people make a purchasing decision, you really should open up. Okay, all right.
Details between those larger features that do look downgraded on the weaker machine, and only at ranges that are fairly distant from the player. Texture detail does typically look quite similar. In direct match-ups, in the same spots at close range, I couldn't spot any obvious differences between the two platforms. Series X and S both get very detailed artwork here. At a distance, there do seem to be some differences, with Series X using better bitmaps than the S, though this isn't hugely noticeable most of the time. Textures at oblique angles also resolve with more detail on the X, though this could just be a byproduct of the resolution differences between the games. Even the X does still look a bit blurry here. I did notice a curious difference in the terrain rendering when comparing these two platforms. The ground surface itself just looks different between the two machines, even at close range. It's not obviously better or worse on one platform or another, it's just that the terrain takes a slightly different shape with a different mix of textures. This doesn't change from run to run, so this seems related to a settings difference between Series S and X. There is some difference in the placement of smaller geometric elements between runs though, suggesting that these elements are randomized to some degree. Shadows get small cutbacks on Series S. Comparing the two versions side by side, the S features softer shadow maps that don't resolve quite as much detail as the Series X version. I couldn't spot this difference in every location, but I did notice a small reduction in quality here in some head-to-heads. Foliage shadows look more noticeably degraded, though the Series X doesn't produce a very clean result here either. Probably the clearest visual difference between Series S and X comes down to the cube map rendering. Starfield relies on cube maps, which appear to be updated frequently in real time for its reflections, and on Series S these have a very low resolution. Series X doesn't look amazing here, but the resolution on S looks to be about a quarter of what Series X is handing in. This isn't going to be super noticeable in every shot, but anytime you see reflections in-game, they will be much lower quality on Series S. So those are the differences that I was able to pick out in basic visual settings between the two Xbox Series consoles. The basic gist is that both machines look similar on the surface, though Series S sees a range of cutbacks to distant detail, shadows, and reflections, which don't make a huge impact, but are noticeable, I would say. On top of those distinctions, there is a split in resolutions between the two systems. Series X achieves a 4K output, while Series S seems to come in at about 1440p, with both systems reaching those targets with the help of AMD's FSR2 upsampling technology. That means that the final image looks like it's 4K or 1440p respectively, but the game is upsampled from lower resolutions by combining data from multiple frames. On Series X, the game is rendering internally at 1440p, while on Series S, the game is rendering internally at 900p.
Dang!
It's possible that dynamic resolution could be in use here, but every shot I counted indicated those resolutions.
Dang.
In practice, both consoles deliver a sharp and clean resolve during typical play, and both look very good on a 4K television set. You can see a bit of aliasing and shimmer in areas of fine detail that FSR2 struggles to resolve cleanly, though these look very similar on the two machines. Of course, the Series X does look somewhat sharper and manages to resolve pixel-precise detail at 4K, but Series S is no slouch. It just appears a bit softer and suffers from a bit more aliasing. I didn't really notice reconstruction issues on either machine in most areas, and the game's motion blur does a good job of hiding any flaws in action that might otherwise be visible. From a visual perspective, Starfield is a very good experience on both current-gen Xboxes. You're getting an attractive version of the game with solid underlying settings, without any glaring compromises or issues. Series S in particular holds up very nicely, with fewer cutbacks than we typically see nowadays on the pint-sized console. But visual quality is only half the picture. So how does performance hold up?
Wow. Wow. Well,
Bethesda has a bit of a checkered past when it comes to console performance in their RPGs. The infamous rim lag issue on Skyrim's PS3 version comes to mind, where the game suffered from very poor performance once the player's save file grew beyond a certain size. Fallout 4 had more conventional issues, with generally inconsistent frame rates at launch. Both problems were later patched, but dampened the launch experience. So I came in with somewhat measured expectations
Pre-order
for
it,
the initial
D-Nice.
version of Starfield.
Appreciate
Testing
you.
with the day one patch installed, the overall gameplay is surprisingly solid. Starfield basically hits a locked 30 FPS for just about everything you do during the game. Combat is rock solid, as is exploring the various planets. You can throw some pretty intense combat in large, open environments at the game, and it won't register any complaint whatsoever. This applies equally to both Series S and Series X, which perform identically here. But there is one substantial caveat. Two of the game's cities, namely New Atlantis and Aquila, are prone to occasional performance problems. When running around these areas, we do sometimes see a smattering of dropped frames,
for 390,
including some significant stutter.
That's
Most
crazy.
of the time, these areas run just fine at 30 FPS, but there are issues for sure. New Atlantis seems to be the most impacted in my experience, which makes sense as it is the largest city area available in Starfield. I also recorded a couple of 1-second pauses, once on both Xbox consoles, while traversing this area of the New Atlantis spaceport. It was pretty egregious, but this was the absolute worst I saw during my time with Starfield. So Starfield performs well enough, especially judged by the standards of Bethesda's prior efforts. Outside of occasional issues in cities, the game delivers a very solid 30 FPS update. That 30 FPS framerate target is probably going to earn a bit of ire from players, but given the complexity of the world as well as the CPU-heavy performance profile of the PC version, I think the 30 FPS target is totally understandable. The motion blur also helps to smooth out the 30 FPS update to some degree, and renders with a high sample count and no apparent artifacting. I do wish that there was an option to lengthen the virtual shutter speed a bit though for a more pronounced effect, as the blur tends to be a bit subtle at the moment. And for those who don't like the effect, it can be turned off in the game settings. From a technical perspective, Starfield is probably the most polished RPG that Bethesda has ever shipped. It's largely a bug-free experience that proceeds with mostly unblemished performance, and it looks great to boot. Bethesda's games are massive titles with a ton of complexity and potential interactions, and getting Starfield to this level of polish at launch is an impressive accomplishment. You get the sense that the game's 10-month delay probably helped quite a bit on this front. The game itself is also very good. This is more or less the game as advertised, a massive Bethesda RPG that takes place over multiple star systems, in the vastness of space. It's a lot like Fallout 4 or Skyrim, but instead of walking through a contiguous landmass, you navigate the game largely through a planetary travel interface, a la Mass Effect 2 or EVE Online, between cities and landing zones. So Starfield's scope is immense, though that does come with certain caveats. Planetary exploration isn't terribly exciting, given the procedurally generated landmasses with repeated content. If anything, I think a reduced scope might have helped deliver a more carefully curated experience in line with recent Bethesda fare. Savvy players will be able to navigate through the game's main quests, faction quests, and other named quests while keeping their interaction with the procedurally generated elements to a minimum. But I do think the typical one-map structure of prior Bethesda games is perhaps a better overall approach. That said, I have really enjoyed my time with Starfield, and I'm bound to play it quite a bit more as the year closes out. It's a super polished, genuinely fun Bethesda RPG. Even the combat feels great, and the main content of the game is in very good form. It helps a lot that the typical advice when contemplating playing a new Bethesda RPG to wait 6 months or so for bugs to be ironed out doesn't seem to apply here at all. Starfield is a great day one experience, with solid performance and great visuals across both of its console platforms. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell for YouTube notifications. Check out the Patreon at digitalfoundry.net for exclusive and early access content. And to get in touch, use social media.
Well. So there you guys have it. Yeah, so what do y'all think? I mean, from what I'm hearing from this, basically it runs good on consoles in terms of the performance. So yeah, and there's not really a huge difference between S and X. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? If you can take off from anywhere, no. No. From what I heard, you can't. You can't really just take off from anywhere. If I'm not mistaken. I know you don't have a lot of freedom on where you can. I think you only can land 4 times or something like that I was hearing, but I just don't know how true that is. But not bad, not bad. That's why I said, like, I'm really curious to see how the Series S version holds up, because I know the Series X version is going to look really good, or look a little bit better, I should say. But I'm curious to see about the S, how it holds up and how it runs. But yeah. I don't know, man. Opening up the Series X for it to run at 30 frames, I don't know. I think that's a disrespect to the X, but I really want to see how it looks on the S, though. I'm very curious. He said PC only. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing it on PC for sure. That's definitely my go-to way for sure, is play it on PC for sure. 100%. 100%. Definitely on PC for sure. So we'll see. No, the game is not available yet. You can't play it right now. I wish we could. I think it's gonna unlock on at 8 p.m. tonight. So that's what everybody keeps saying, at 8 p.m. tonight. He said, well, I was about to say. Nah, I'm just waiting, man. I'm waiting. You know, I'm waiting for something that really utilize the Series X. I don't think anybody. Now, let me see right now. Let me see in the chat right now. How many of you guys are gonna go buy a Series X right now to play Starfield tonight? Let me see in the chat, because if you have an S, I think you will be fine. Playing it on the Series S, you will be fine. I mean, there's no major, and you heard what he said. There's no major difference. There's no major difference at all. Like, it's just slight, you know, softer shadows here and there. But there's really no major difference. It's like the game looks almost neck and neck. And because it's using the same FSR2 upscaling technology. So I'm not about to rush and open up my Series X just to see it look slightly better than the S. That's not it. That's not a good enough reason. That's not a good enough reason. I will say PC, you know, do some PC gameplay and do some Series S gameplay. Because Series S is obviously the more appealing console for a lot of people in terms of price, considering that Series X is not being pushed correctly. So I'm just saying. And even if I did show gameplay on Series X, like, a lot of you guys are still not going to buy the game at 30 frames. So it just defeats the whole purpose of it. And considering y'all saying y'all not buying it anyway, y'all not going to buy a Series X, like, it defeats the whole purpose. But the S is right there. I'm just going to fire up the S and just download it on the S, and we'll just check it out. So we're just going to check it out. Check it out on the S and play it on PC. And then see what kind of decisions y'all decide to make. But on the X, yeah, just slightly different in terms of the quality, but not a huge difference. The huge difference, I should say. They won't buy it at 120. I said, Marlon, can you use a PS5 controller? Yeah, you can. Yeah, John, you can. You can use a PS5 controller. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. He said, bro, you running the Pony Express. They so eat up with they paw, he says, stations. I said, yo, Marlon, the PlayStation pre-orders. Yeah, I already pre-ordered it. I just pre-ordered mine a while ago. Ray just told me that one of them were sold for $300 and something. Can't wait for the pre-order of the earbuds. Yeah. Those should be going live soon. Those are going to go like this. Like this. So you guys will be okay with the Series S, right? So Series S and then PC. I think Series S and PC should be the way to go. Should be the way to go. Because at least with the PC version, you guys are going to get the best quality anyway and the best frame rate anyway. And then on the Series S, I mean, it's similar to the X. So there's really no need for you to rush out and go buy a Series X. I mean, unless you want to for a slightly better visual. Not a huge difference. So, it says, what do you think is best to get, the X or the S? Honestly, I would say, if you don't care about resolution, if you don't care about, you know, yeah, that's basically the main thing. You don't care about resolution. You don't care about FPS as much. I would say the S is the way to go. Because the X right now is not being fully represented right now. Even Phil Spencer saying, like, the X needs more time for developers to get the most out of it. So I wouldn't rush and go and buy a Series X. That's just me right now, because there's really nothing that's really showing you what the console can do. Yes, Starfield looks good on the X, but it's not a huge leap ahead of the S. Make sense? I think maybe around the time when Forza comes out, if you're a car game guy, maybe at that point you should go buy an X, because that really shows you what the Series X can do. But as of this moment, I will say the S. If you don't care about high resolution, if you don't care about 4K 60 with ray tracing and all that, and you're just like, you know what, I don't even care, then go with the S. I mean, go with the S. I mean, you see with Starfield right now, there's not really a huge difference. So I would go with the S. You know, save myself some money. You know, save myself $200. So I will go with the S. He says, I got an X back in April. Just opened the box today. Oh, wow. Spider-Man 2 plates looking fire behind. Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Twitch has 500K views for Starfield. Wow. I'm not surprised. I said, thanks for the info. Been spoiled with PS5. Hey, appreciate you, Phil. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Like, you guys know me. You guys know how I get down, man. Like, I think at the heart and soul of it all, man, like, I just want you guys to have the best experience possible. And, you know, if y'all don't have a PC, obviously the better version to go with is the Series X because it does look better. But you're still locked at 30 frames. So if frame rate is an issue for you, then you can't go wrong with the S. I mean, the looks of the game is almost identical with the upscaling technology, even though they're rendering at, one is rendering at 900p, and I believe the other one is rendering at 1440p or something like that. So it's not really a huge difference. But if I would just go with the S, save yourself some money. Something, you know, comes out for the X that you might want to play. Most of the stuff is not coming out till like next year, like Hellblade 2 and Fable is 2025. And Forza is probably like the only other game I would say. And even that you can play on PC. So, you know, I mean, there you go. Let's see here. It says, I got a 3070 Ti. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Poof, what? Put some respect on that 3070 Ti, bro. Oh, man. It said, tell people, where's the channel? Where's the channel link? Okay, love, where's the link? Drop it in the chat so people can go subscribe. It says, buy a PS5 now just to play PS4 game. This is wild because PS5 have nothing to show other than Spider-Man. Yeah. Yeah, put some respect on that 3070 Ti, though. I mean, 3070 Ti is amazing. Whether it's on a laptop or it's on in a PC. You know what I mean? Regular PC. You're wonderful, bro. You're good. That's a great 1440p to 4K card. You know, if you're not doing ray tracing on a 3070 Ti, then you're good. I mean, it can do ray tracing, but it's going to take a big hit. But yeah, 3070 Ti, awesome. Because these 40 series cards, man, they're not bad. It's just like the wattage and the value, the price value, you know. It's over 9,000. It says, I have a 3090. There's no such thing as a 3090 laptop. You meant 3080 Ti. Yeah, they didn't make a 3090 laptop. They made a 3080 Ti. You were laughing with that laughing emoji, but yeah, there's a 3080 Ti laptop with 16 gigs of VRAM, but they never made a 3090 laptop. So you're funny, man. Neo Red with the $2 says, wonder when is Starfield 60 FPS mod for consoles. When FSR 3 drops. I think when FSR 3, oh yeah, 3080. Okay, got you. Yeah, they have 3080, which there are some 3080 cards with 16 gigs of VRAM. Some of them are 8 gigs of VRAM. So I don't know which variant you have. And then there's the high-end 3080 Ti variant of it. So the high-end 3080 Ti is 16 gigs of VRAM. So, yeah. Solid Snake said that Spider-Man setup looks nice behind you, bro. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Shout outs to Sony. Yeah. Yeah. He says, what does FSR means exactly? Well, FSR is basically fidelity super resolution. It's basically an upscaling technology that you could take something at a lower resolution or whatever the native resolution is, and it basically upscale it to look a lot better. You know, make the resolution look better, sharper, more crisp, and also double the FPS. You know, stuff like, you know, for instance, you ever heard of NVIDIA's frame generation? Similar to that, where it uses AI to implement like fake frames or whatever you want to call it. And so pretty much it basically doubles the frames, sometimes triple the frames, and give you really incredible performance for your dollar. So there's that. Is the game coming to Game Pass? Yes. Yes. If you get the premium edition, though. So you probably would have to pay $34 or something like that. And then $30 or $35 or something like that to... 35. Yeah, I think it's $35. So you have to upgrade, you know, you have to upgrade and stuff and then go from there. He said, play the song Starfield. Oh, you imagine you're good. You're good. You're good. It says, I think I'm okay with an bro, anything i9, you're good. 3080 Ti, 3090, 3070. You're fine. Even a 3060 is fine. Like, you're good, man. You're good. I don't know how many of you guys have a 4060. Like, even the 4060 is fine. Just don't expect you're going to be doing no 4K 60 with no 4060. I mean, you're just not going to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're just not going to be able to do it. So, but a 3070 Ti is just fine, bro. You're fine with that. It said, Marlon, when the state of play and what will be the topic? Oh yeah, I have a timestamps, and Jeff Grubb is back at it again, saying September. He don't know what's gonna be in the state of play, but that's what we're looking on the barrel of right now. So yeah. Thank you so much, Xbox and apps, for subscribing to our channel. Make sure you turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have here on the channel. I appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Share the stream. You know, I appreciate y'all. Spider-Man 2 will outsell this garbage. Man, you about to stir the pot, man. Listen, I think Starfield is going to do major numbers for Microsoft in terms of Game Pass numbers. Now, obviously, people who bought the physical version of the game, like the Constellation edition of the game or whatnot, you know, it is. Well, I think it's going to do crazy numbers. I don't know if it's going to edge out Forza Horizon 5, because Forza Horizon 5 basically was good. You know, it was really, really good. It did crazy numbers. What if I have a water-cooled 2060 GTX graphics card? Oh, you're joking, right? It says Starlink is better than Starfield. Oh, best dopest. You funny, bro. It says they have videos on a 1080 Ti running Cyberpunk very well. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. 1080, a 1080 Ti, really good card, even to this day. And, you know, even to this day. And, I mean, you have stuff like FSR. You have, you know, DLSS, I think, is probably not going to go back as far as 1080 or the 10 series cards, if I'm not mistaken. It says now that Xbox knows the fans like 30 FPS games, they will probably keep the frames on more games. It says, should I buy a 4090 for Starfield? You don't have to. That's a bit overboard for Starfield, honestly. But if you're aiming for 4K 60 with everything maxed, almost everything maxed out in terms of all the settings and stuff, then by all means. But I mean, you still be okay with a 4080, you know, or you can get NVIDIA. I'm not AMD. You can go AMD. You know, there's so many options, more affordable options like the 7900 XT. You know, that's a great card. So you don't necessarily have to go and spend $1,600 if you don't have to. Dead Space Remake, a space game, is better than Starfield. Trash. Well, you got to also look at Starfield as a open world game, massive open world game, lots of stuff going on, versus Dead Space, which is more of a linear experience. You know what I mean? It's not open world. So yeah, it's going to look better for sure, because those linear experiences, not really a whole lot of stuff going on in the environment. Whereas, you know, Starfield is like GTA massive type of game. So, you know, there's that, and begs why, you know, the game looks the way it looks. So, you know, just pre-order the portable. I'm telling you, man, grab it if you want it, because right now it's selling on eBay for a lot right now. So grab it while it's still up, because right now, let me go on eBay. Oh my God. Look at this. I just refreshed. This is where all the pre-orders are going. Look at this. I literally just refreshed, bro. This is, come on. This has to stop, dude. I just refreshed. Look at this. Double the price. Why would you pay double the price? $400, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Look at this, bro. Come on. This is where all your pre-orders are going. This is where all your pre-orders are going. Come on, dog. Stuff is wild. Stuff is really wild around these parts. But yeah, so in my closing, guys, I will be playing Starfield on PC for you guys. I'm going to try to get that preloaded and ready to go. And I will be playing it on the S, not the X, because there's really no point in playing it on the X. The visuals are borderline the same. So we're going to play it on the S, being that that's a cheaper console, and it's basically runs this almost the same as the X, and see how it holds up. See how it holds up on the S, and then we'll do some PC stuff for you guys as well. So that's my coverage for Starfield. Stay tuned. I might be back live later today to play the game. We'll see how it actually goes, because you know your boy. You already know my situation, guys. So I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. And make sure you guys give the stream a like, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, and Starfield, baby. So yeah, Series S is already out the box, sitting on top of the Series X, and we got the PC. So that's our coverage. Big up. Love you guys. Enjoy yourself. And if you're interested in the PlayStation Portable, go pre-order it if you want it. If you don't want it, then it is what it is. But don't go on eBay buying that crap for $400. Don't do it. All right. So I love y'all. Big up yourselves. So seeing that handheld price on eBay, yeah, it's ridiculous, McShawn. It's just it's ridiculous. But yeah, we'll have it on Series S for you guys for Starfield Series S, and we'll be playing it on PC. So love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. And like the great Etika would say, and as usual, please have yourself a great one. I love y'all. Happy space travel, guys. Take care.